Oh my goodness, guys. Hello, hello. I'm kind of dying. Hold on. I forgot to grab water. Give me one sec. We're going to be doing horse studies, or at least attempting them today. I think I might be getting sick. It's not a good time to get sick, guys. But I have not been getting enough sleep. I'm trying so hard to get so many things done, and I'm so behind. And I have my day job tomorrow, and man, I am tired, you guys. I am so tired. But we're going to get through it. I have some lemonade for sugar. Got some water for hydration. We're on day 3 of the partner push. I don't know how people do this for more than 1 month. I don't even know if I can make it the month. I'm not going to lie. I'm so tired. But I appreciate you guys being here. The Bobcat did not show back up. No. And for those who are concerned about Soup, the property barn cat, I did find Soup this morning. So Soup is okay too. Soup came up and said hi. So we're all good. I actually didn't stay as late last night as I did the other night. So that helps too. Oh yeah, everybody, it seems like there's just that time of year too where there's like sicky things going around, so. Dr. Line of Khmer, is that how you say it? Welcome in. What did the Phoenicians say when they encountered a Roman warship? Oh no, we're finished. Oh my gosh. Phoenician? I can't even say it. I'm just gonna throw cheese at you. We do throw cheese around here for cheesy things. Yes, Soup is okay. We're all very happy. Yeah, Soup is a good name for cat. So it's funny because Twitch chat actually named Soup. That's not actually her name, but we didn't know her name at the time, and she kept visiting stream. So chat named her Soup, and chat refuses to acknowledge that there is another name for Soup, which is fine. I get it. I didn't find out her actual name until recently, and I kind of like Soup better. I'm not gonna lie. So, anyway, how is everyone today? Thank you so much for being here. More important question. Did I eat I did, and I triple checked that I turned the stove off. I'm fairly certain that I did, but you guys know how those doubts linger. Yeah. Nope, pretty sure I did. I'm just really tired. But I looked at it like a couple times, and it was on the off position. It's like one of those turn dial stoves. No, I had some eggs for breakfast. I'm good. I've got some lemonade, and I might need to take a nap. Her name is Soup if you call her Soup. That's true. That's true. It is. Oh my gosh. You dated a girl once because she named her cat Pork Chop. That's, I mean, listen, valid reason. Well, welcome in, everyone. I'm going to try and say a quick hello to people, and then I'm going to try and attempt to do any amount of drawing today. We sort of failed yesterday, or I guess I did, but that was because you all were overwhelming me with support and love and hype, and I appreciate it. But thank you in advance to anybody who's popping in to lurk. I did post on Blue Sky. If anyone ever wants to follow me on Blue Sky or repost any of the stuff for partner, you don't have to. I mean, I super appreciate any repost. I don't want anyone to feel like they have to repost all the things. I also post on Instagram in the stories when I'm live. I really need to post more on Instagram itself, but there is a post about the partner push on my Instagram if anybody wants to share that around. The algorithm over on Instagram is impossible to beat, but I appreciate everybody who has been sharing posts and putting the word out and recommending me for raids. Raids help now, for those who don't know. It's come up a few times, so I might need to like make a post about it or something. But raids actually do count. They have officially changed that, so that raids count for views. I don't know if they've updated that in their FAQ, but the multiple Twitch staff have come out and said, "Hey, this is how it works." So I'm just gonna take that as a hey, raids work. So if you know anybody who's looking for a raid target and you want to suggest me to help with the push, it really does help. And thank you guys for showing up early. Honestly, it's really hard to balance out the numbers when the view is low, when the stream starts out with low numbers. So it's really nice to see folks in here. I am at some point gonna turn off the numbers because it does intimidate me. But yeah, we're going to try and keep the numbers as high as we can, and we're going to draw some horses today. So if you want to join in, if you've never been a part of the art gym before, the way it works is we're going to do some studies. I always tell people, hey, maybe set a timer for 30 minutes or 15 minutes, if you're at work or something, and just try to do some observational study. If you don't want to draw horses, I know they're kind of complex animals, especially if you're not really into creature art, so maybe it'll be too much. maybe do observational drawing of something else, something you see around you. Draw your hand, draw a shoe, draw something. And if you want to share that study, we do have a section of the Discord called the Art Gym, !Discord, if anyone wants that. And yeah, thanks for being here. We're going to be looking at those studies around 10:45 is usually when we look at them. Between 10:45 and 11, I would say. So it's 9:15 right now for me. And I just appreciate you guys being here, so thanks. Even if you, like I said, don't feel like you have to draw, but just hanging out and lurking really does help a lot. And !push will be posted in the chat a few times throughout the stream, so just read that for more information about how to help if you want. But yeah, welcome in everyone. And Rifty, thank you for the lurk. And Turgus, congrats on being first, and thank you for the support as always. I'll give you guys an update in a sec once I've said hi to folks. Marcus, congrats on second. I think this is like only the second time those commands have been appropriately used. Congratulations. Yeah. So for those who missed it yesterday, we got up to 78 average, I think, but it still hadn't updated. So I'll let you guys know what it's at today. Welcome in, Reiko and Rock. Thank you for being here. Maze, appreciate your help. Thank you for being here. If you need a nap, please don't feel like you gotta stay. Hopefully the stream doesn't go too much longer than normal, but because I am trying to reach certain numbers, it is going to kind of make the end times of my streams this month a little flexible. So I appreciate anyone's patience, but as always, a lurk is helpful, even if you can't stay. And Box-Shaped Cat, welcome in. And Liren, Bots and Magic, thank you so much for your enthusiasm, bots. I appreciate you for being here. Super, super nice of you. Pyro, thank you for being here. There's a partner check mark right there. Moxie, welcome in. And Good Right Hook, welcome in as well. Let's see if I can catch up to everybody. Rue, howdy. How are you doing? Happy Wednesday, everyone. Yeah, we're drawing horses if you want to, but you don't have to. I also want to clarify, if this is your first art gym, don't feel like you have to draw what I'm drawing. If you want to do a study of something else, by all means. And I do apologize for my low energy today. I might need to grab a cough drop, honestly. I feel like I'm coming down with something. We'll see how I feel this afternoon, but man. Oh, I'm wearing down. I'm wearing down, guys. Pushes are intense. I don't know how people do this if they get denied the first time. Can you imagine? I'm gonna have to keep going. I'm so tired. It's only day 3. Numbers, I know, Yanni. Ugh. Yeah. And then for anyone who got a subdoodle yesterday, I'm gonna be working on those at the end of stream this afternoon. So we'll see if I need to hang out longer. Like if we get a big grade that bumps the numbers up quite a bit toward the end of stream, I might hang out a little bit longer, work on some subdoodles. So we'll just kind of play that one by ear. But that's the plan for today. So thanks for being here. And again, apologize for my raspy everything. It's Wednesday. You're not doing this every day. That's true. I'm not doing it every day. I'm not doing it every day. But it's still, man, I got work. I got my day job the next 3 days. So I'm just preemptively exhausted. It would be nice to be a full-time artist, but I am not, sadly. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's not, I'm so tired. I'm going to be exhausted on Sunday. Okay, or sick, or both. Let's see. Art by Suze, welcome in. Good to see you. Thank you again, everyone, for being here. Dangerous Buttons, howdy. How's the push been? Yeah, we can talk about that, Azura, before I jump in. If anyone's curious how the push has gone, we can look at numbers if you want. I did post this in my Discord, too, so if anybody wants to check out more up-to-date info, I'll probably make an announcement once I officially have the application open. But unfortunately, folks, I woke up this morning and I looked at my number, like the little average, like when you go to your analytics and you go to achievements for those who are streamers. I think even if you're not a streamer, you have this ability to look at this, right? But you can go to like your little stream manager and go to achievements or whatever, and it has like path to affiliate and build a community or whatever, and then it has path to partner. It still says my average is the same as yesterday. It still says 74.38. I thought it was supposed to turn over at like 2 a.m. Eastern time, but it doesn't seem to have changed from yesterday, even though my actual average, if you go to the overview for the whole month, has jumped in the last 3 days from 64, I think it was, or no, 61, I think was what it was on Sunday. It's at 80 now. And it has been adjusting, so I'm like, what's the holdup here? Is it just slow? Is this something that has to be like manually affirmed? Maybe like an actual human has to look at it? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just speculating. But anyway, thanks for hanging out, and hopefully we can get that number up. And yeah, if you don't know how to lurk on Twitch, I've been hearing conflicting things, but I think if you want to be safe, just make sure that the video is playing, that it's not paused, and that the volume on the actual video player is at least 1 or 2%. So you can mute the tab that it's playing in, like the actual tab itself in your browser, but just don't mute the video. Like keep the little sound thing toggled to 1 or 2%. I think that's the safest way to make sure that your lurk and your view actually counts, but I have no idea, honestly. Dylan Fart, hey, how are ya? You have to drugs. No, you don't. No. Holy cow, dial him. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. Oh my goodness. That one's updated weekly? It's been updating. I hope it's not weekly. Jeez. You mean I have to wait till next week? My ice cream party will have to wait. I was really looking forward to some ice cream to celebrate. Bummer. We'll see. I mean, that might be true. I don't know. Start a prediction? Yes, if you don't mind. Pyro, we can go ahead and start the prediction. It should be automatically saved in there. There should be like a default one you can just like click on. How's my music, by the way? Is it too loud? Is it too quiet? It feels a little loud on my end, so I'm going to turn it down slightly. But let me know if it needs adjusting. Welcome in, Dracon. Thank you so much for being here. But I hope everyone's doing well. How's your Wednesday? The alert counts are very strange. If possible, I'd try sending like an emote or hello before lurking. Oh, really? Really? You have to say something in chat? I haven't heard that before. It's just right. The music's good? Okay, thanks. Hey Kudo, how are you? Yeah, we did one half of a study. I mean, I did finish one. I'm going to say I drew one study yesterday. For anyone who missed it, we had a crazy art gym yesterday. It kind of flew off the handle real fast. I got like halfway through a study and then we had hype trains and all kinds of things happening and I got very overwhelmed. And by the end of the stream, this is all I had accomplished. So I think it counts as a study, but it's not a great study. We'll see if I can do a little better with horses. I'm at least faster with animals. I'm way more accustomed to their anatomy. I'm going to grab a skeleton really fast. Just so we can do a skeletal study too. I always recommend doing skeleton and muscular studies. Just to kind of refamiliarize yourself with animals. Especially if you haven't drawn them in a while. I don't know. I just think it's helpful. Ooh, here's a really nice one. Now this is an artistic rendering. But it's actually really well done. And the muscles do seem to match the muscles on this scientific illustration. So, oh, thank you whoever did that, Scorch. I appreciate that. It's very kind. Pyrocritty threatened me with violence if I didn't drop it and watch. Oh no! I'm so sorry. Pyro! Don't threaten people. I don't want to be built on the back of threats. Scorch, I appreciate if you want to be here, but please don't feel threatened. Okay. Anyway, that's really funny. Oh gosh. You know what, Pyro? I do appreciate your enthusiasm. Just remember, no crime. No crime for Casey. Okay? We're not doing crime. Oh, that's funny. Alright, I am going to find a skeleton. I have a back leg skeleton drawing, but I don't have... I'm looking at my Pinterest page here. If you go to the Draw Horses with Sam Savitt, that's a book I had as a kid. I actually scanned all of these in myself, so these are all my own uploads. This is an artist who does incredible, or did, I think he's passed away now, but he did and does incredible study stuff for horses if you're trying to learn anatomy. I would like to find the skeleton. Here we go. If you right-click and open a new tab, it'll open to the full-size image, or like a larger resolution image, and I'm going to use one of those today, I think. This is a book that I'm actually kind of sad, like you can see where I scanned it right there, but I'm actually kind of sad I don't know where this book went. I had it, I know I had it at my old studio. I'm kind of wondering if I let somebody borrow it and they just never gave it back. But it's definitely one of my favorite books on horse anatomy, and if you want to learn how to draw horses, I can't recommend it highly enough. It's like a 1950s book, but it's really good. It's Draw Horses with Sam Savitt. So if anyone is like specifically wanting to get better at this animal, He does a great job. Okay, we're gonna start with the skeletal study here. Oh, flayed horse, no. No crime, Marcus, no crime. If batteries die when they're out of power, does that mean we're killing them? Something to contemplate. No threats were made. I just saw the repost. Oh, thank you, Scorch. There was no violence. Okay, good, Pyro, good. I wasn't sure if maybe Scorch and Pyro, since yes, exactly the name. I thought perhaps there was some kind of personal connection there. Any lawyers in chat? We might need some legal protection. Yeah, please no crime. I want to go officially on the record. Please do not commit crime for me. Ungoy's not here yet, but he might try to incite a riot or something. Yeah. Okay, we are going to get started then. And again, if anybody wants to participate and draw along, you don't have to do horses. If you want to do these, feel free. I'm going to be posting my studies in the art gym and in the Discord. If you want to join, feel free. You can also post on the Blue Sky post. I do make a Blue Sky post, or I try to whenever I go live. You can post in the comments here on Blue Sky. So here's that post if anyone wants it. Hey, Silver Grains. I'm okay. I'm actually a little sleepy and a little bummed. I was kind of hoping to wake up to, hey, you qualify for partner application notice, but I did not get that this morning. I still qualify for affiliate, guys, so, you know, congrats to me. But, yeah, unfortunately, might take a day or so. I guess, yeah. It still says my average is 74.34, but my analytics in my overview are saying 80 is the average for the month. But and that's only going to keep going up because I had some really low number streams earlier this month. I had some that were down in the 30s and 40s, so that's pulling me down a bit. But once those get off the 1 month mark, we're going to be pretty... As long as people keep lurking, we're going to do pretty well, I think. So we'll see. We'll see. We're still early in the push, but I was kind of hoping to be able to get the ball rolling on the partner application and just like start a rough draft at least and see what it looks like and all that stuff. So I don't know. I just need to be patient. I know. But anyway, thank you all for being here, though. It really does mean a whole heckin' lot, seriously. And yeah, if anyone's lurking, just know that I really, really appreciate the assistance. I mean, to be really clear, if anyone is new to Twitch, lurks always help any streamer, whether they're pushing or not, because it helps people find you. Discoverability on Twitch is really low because you can't really search for things that aren't live. And so if you're not streaming, basically people can't find you. And so if you're lurking and your numbers are higher, you're going to end up in the recommendeds list. You're going to end up in like, oh, streamers who like this channel you're watching also watch this channel. And so anyone who's ever lurking on a stream of any kind means a lot. But especially for us little art streamers, you know, we don't tend to have very big streams compared to the rest of Twitch. And it's just really kind. That's what I'm trying to say. So thank you. Okay. I'm going to do a quick study of this. And we do have a prediction to see how many studies you think I'll get to today. This is almost entirely dependent on how often I get distracted by chat. But I am going to attempt anyway to do my best. So I'm going to start with just a little skull study, a little skeletal, study. And what I do these for is what I'm looking for. My purpose in the study is to understand form, is to think about proportion and try to figure out like what I'm actually looking at so that when I look at an actual photograph or a horse in real life, I understand what's happening under the skin. I understand the limitations of like where the bones can go and how they're put together and how they're held together. And that's going to help me kind of know how to interpret. Let's see. I wish I had kept one of her doodles anytime she... Wait, who? Oh, your mom used to draw horses. She was a hardcore horse girl. That's awesome. Silver Grains. Yeah, my mom used to draw with me when I was a kid too. You know, but you have those memories still, which is good. Can only go up from here. That's fair. Yeah. Let's see. They're simply burning themselves out while fulfilling their calling. I don't know. When you put that in human terms, it sounds pretty dismal. Burning out and does not sound positive. Hey, Yogurt Girl, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I mean, fair amaze. I'm definitely grateful. I just, compared to like the big streams on Twitch that have like thousands of viewers at once, that's what I'm talking about. Like Twitch, as we know, is mostly for games. Most people don't think about art when they think about Twitch. And it just means a lot when people will take time to kind of hang out here instead of on a game stream or a talk show stream. I feel like that's like most of what people hang out on Twitch for if you look at the statistics, but that's what I mean. No, it's especially hard on the art side. And I would imagine also the science and education side and maybe the writing side, like the food side. I imagine like all of the smaller categories outside of games and like just chatting for talk shows are probably pretty tough. So anyway, it just means a lot. What I'm trying to say is it means a lot to all of us whenever anybody lurks. Yeah, there are some cool cooking streams. Yogurt, how are you doing? Thank you so much. I seriously appreciate you hanging out and supporting. It means a lot. Thank you again to everyone who's lurking. Okay, so I'm trying to focus on proportion, and this is like a bad habit that I have of jumping into details too quickly before I'm getting my proportions right. So this is something I'm trying to work on with my studies, and when I'm drawing these big shapes, I'm trying to look at them in relationship to each other, right? So like how big is the ribcage compared to the skull? How far are they apart? And then am I doing that correct proportionally? I think I've actually drawn this ribcage way too big compared to the head. So thankfully I'm working in digital right now. And there's a quick fix for that. I can just, actually it might be easier to make it smaller. There we go. There we go. Horse face shapes are interesting, yeah. And there's a lot going on in them. Again, if you click that link at the top of chat and you go to the Drawing Horses with Sam Savitt section, I really highly recommend just like looking through that folder. I think there's some pretty cool stuff that he's done in there. And I love that it's all just like hand done. I think there's something about just like the level of proficiency you see in his drawings of horses are just like clearly a man who spent his entire life studying this animal and being around this animal. Yeah, it's just pretty cool. Let's see. Horse, yes. You haven't seen any cooking streams? Really? There's a couple that I was lurking on. Actually, I did a cooking stream one time. For some reason, it was a chat. It was like a chat request or like a... What did we do? It was some kind of a reward for some goal that we hit, I think. People wanted to like... Oh, it was for my 2K follower stream, I think. Oh, I don't remember. Anyway, we did something. We did something. And I made banana bread and some cookies. It was like right before the holidays. But normally that's not what I do. Maybe, honestly, I'm kind of, this sounds weird, but like I think I'm kind of looking forward to, it's like hopefully the push goes well and everything. I don't want to jinx it. We'll see. But if I do manage to make partner and kind of get that out of the way relatively quickly, it'd be really nice to just do like some random streams that I don't know. It'll just be really nice to not worry about like metrics at all and just kind of do things even if they're not popular. Like I really want to do some more like IRL drawing streams. Or I want to, oh my gosh, Genji! Hi! We were just talking about, doing things that you love. Thank you so much for coming to help with the push. Genji does lovely paintings, guys. If you have not followed Genji Beer, make sure that you do. I'm doing a horse study right now for the art gym, so we're in this thing called the art gym. Pushes everyone. Thank you, Genji. If anyone wants to help with the push, here's the reason I'm pushing. You can find this also if you type !push. But I'm pushing so that I can get on the front page in time for Save the Vaquita Day. Save the Vaquita Day is an awareness day for this endangered porpoise. There's fewer than 20 left in the world, and I'd love to put this in front of a broader audience. And this day is coming up. It was September last year. I actually heard there's a chance it might be in October this year, which would give me extra time. But I'm just operating on the assumption that until I know more, it could be as early as September. So my goal is to try and get partner by August, but that means I got to start pushing now. So we're kind of on a time crunch. And if you want to help, just leave a lurk. That's really, that would help so much if anyone's willing to do that. If you can't, if you got to run, your device is dying. I totally get it. Please don't feel, like you have to. But this is what I'm trying to do, and this is what I'm doing it for. So if you want to help out, here's a little sculpture I made of the porpoise, the vaquita, last year. I'm also a sculptor. But Gingy, what did you get up to? I'd love to see how those paintings I was watching, if you have any to share, how they came out. And I can introduce myself too, but let me say hi to everybody in the chat. Thank you, seriously, everybody, so much for coming in. It means a heck of a lot. I appreciate it, Gingy. And Dally, hey, how's it going? It's good to see you. Welcome in. I appreciate you being here too, Dally, and thank you for those follows. I'll get to the names. I'm just making sure I don't miss anyone. Corian, hello. Thank you so much for hanging out. Blues, you love, how does one join the art gym? Just by drawing along. So we do this every Monday through Wednesday. We do all kinds of different topics. Like yesterday I tried to do portraits. This was Monday. Yesterday, a bunch of hype and crazy things happened, and I did this. That's pretty much all I got to yesterday. But we do a variety of topics. I try to pick stuff that challenges me and is a big variety for everyone else. We do vehicles and architecture and environment stuff. Anyway, so you just join by drawing along, and then if you want to share your work, we have a Discord, !Discord. There's an art gym section. As long as what you're sharing there is done from observation of some kind, like reference, like anything that's not just imagination, it goes in the art gym. But we do other like showcases and stuff for imaginative work and finished work as well. So anyway, thanks for the interest. Let's see. Thank you, Blue Bones and Dream, for the follows. I really appreciate that. And thank you again to anybody who's willing to lurk and help push me to partner. Right now, our average is actually 80 viewers, which is so much higher than it was on Sunday. On Sunday, when I started the push, or I guess on Monday, but like before my first stream, we were at 61 viewer average for the month. And it's just been like really kind when people like Genji coming in. The nice thing about raids now, if you didn't know, they actually work for partner pushes. Like they count for views now. So all you have to do is lurk. If you really want to be double sure, you can like double click my icon or whatever. But yeah, anyway, thanks for being here. Appreciate it. You're talking dumb stuff while pretending to fill the sketchbook. When I was lurking on you this morning, Gingy, you were doing some beautiful paintings. Don't even lie. You guys go follow Gingy. Did you all follow Gingy yet? Really, truly incredible. And honestly, is already eligible for partner. Did you guys know that Gingy is just so good? Didn't even have to push. Just like casually got invited to be partner and hasn't done it yet. But I bet when you're done, getting your whole life started with the baby and everything, I'm sure it'll be easy. Your work is beautiful and you have a wonderful community. But seriously, guys, go follow. Oh, nice. I'd love to see it, Blue Bones. Can you draw a horse without a reference? And if so, does it look cursed? Can I, or are you just asking like in general? Anyone can draw anything they want. I can draw a horse without reference, but whenever you draw something from your imagination, so you're going to get me started on my little rant about schema, but whatever your default drawing for something is your schema, right? So like here's like a schematic horse. It's not really a drawing so much as a symbol, right? And we talk about this a lot during the art gym. For those who don't know, I used to be an art teacher, like an elementary school art teacher, and so some of the stuff that I pull on is some of that stuff that we talked about when I was teaching, or when I was studying to be a teacher. So schematic drawing is it's like a stage that we all go through, and some people just stop at this stage, right? And they say, oh, I can't draw. This is all I can draw. But the truth is, you got to this stage as a kid, and you were like, you know what? That's as much visual communication as I care about, and I'm happy to leave it there. Some kids we are not satisfied with that. We want to, the people who draw as adults are just people who never stopped drawing typically as a kid. It's very rare to find a person who like stopped drawing at that stage and then came back to drawing later in life. I mean, it does happen, but anyway, whatever your schema is like your default drawing, and the whole idea of the art gym is to increase your skill, your schematic skill. It's like, in other words, increase your imaginative drawing skill set. So if you're somebody who struggles to draw without a reference, then that means what you're doing when you study is actually copying. So we talk a lot about studying versus copying, and kind of get into the weeds a little bit about all that art stuff. So if you like getting into the weeds about art and doing studies, that's what we do in the morning. But in the afternoon, I'll go ahead and show you guys what I tend to do in the afternoon when I'm not partner pushing. I'm actually an illustrator. I'm primarily a digital illustrator. I'm trying to get into kids' books, but this is kind of the stuff that I do here on stream. So I do a lot of painting, a lot of illustrative like storytelling, and I've added a few new ones because I've been working on this. This is not finished yet, but hopefully it'll get there. Here's another one I added recently. But this is kind of what I do here on stream. So if you like watching painters paint, I'm sorry that I'm not a cool traditional painter like Genji, but maybe one day. I have a ton of traditional media that I'd love to get to at some point. Sorry, it's getting warm in here. So maybe I did a plein air study the other day outside in watercolor. I don't know if I told you that, Genji. Maybe I did. Can't remember. Did you read in? Somebody rated in that day. I'm so tired. I can't remember anything. But I'd love to do more. I'd like to try gouache. That's why I was asking Genji what kind of gouache she uses earlier. But let me see if I missed a link from Genji. I want to make sure I didn't. Thank you, Dream. I appreciate that. I've also got a comic I'm working on. I do sculpting. We do all kinds of stuff here. We're actually, this afternoon, we're going to be doing sea slug dragons. So I do this series called Sea Slug Dragons where chat can choose a sea slug and like these. And I will design a creature on stream based on the slug that you guys pick. So we're going to be doing this afternoon. We do it on the first Wednesday of the month, every month. Abuski? Yeah, anyway, anything. If you want, Genji. If you got to lurk and read and run, don't worry about it. Like, do what you got to do. But if you want to share some art, I'd love to share it with everybody. Oh my gosh, Blue, you're so nice. I appreciate everybody being here. And thank you for the kind words. It's really sweet. So we'll be doing this, the sea slug stream. I love geeking out about animals. I'm kind of an animal nerd. I really wanted to be like a biologist when I was a kid. Like I think specifically a marine biologist when I was a kid, or like a zookeeper. But then I grew up and I realized you had to take math classes to pass science. And I was like, well, that's dumb. I'm not good at math. And so then I didn't go that route. I went into teaching instead. And now I've left that as well. And now I'm trying to get into art. So thank you for helping me on my journey. This is what I do. Here's a sculpture I made of one of those sea slugs, if you want to see it. Yeah, maybe I'll do a bestiary. People keep asking me to do like a little kickstarted book of these sea slugs one day. So maybe that'll happen. But anyway, that's what I do. Thanks for being here. I'm going to try and not leave this on my face. Okay. Let's see. Career was just on the keyboard. Oh, okay. Oh no, Caesar was on the keyboard. Yeah. Let's look at what Genji got up to. That was exactly you with astronomy. What do you mean? I need to know math. Okay, but like, isn't being a NASA scientist basically just being a mathematician anymore? Like, that sounds so cool to be an astronaut, but man, I'm just not focused enough at math to even like attempt that, you know? But seriously, guys, look at this. Look at this blue sky link that Genji just shared. Do you see the beautiful colors, chat? Just if you're looking right now and you would just want to fill your eyes with something really beautiful, check out this painting. It's so good. If you're not following Genji Beer, you are missing out. You are missing out, I'm telling you. Go follow Genji Beer. She's really, really fun to hang out with and funny and super sweet and makes beautiful art, you guys. Beautiful art. Takes their own reference and like has been filling sketchbook. I think that's what you're doing, right? Is you're walking around taking photos of what's around you and then painting it. I remember this voodoo doll from last time. But yeah, just like, it's so fun to watch Genji work. You really should hang out if you aren't already. And thank you again, Genji, for the raid. Increasing your drawing dictionary. That's right. I love that. Morning, dude. Thank you. Hey, Science. How are you? Sorry I missed you in the raid. And if I missed anyone else in the raid chatter, I apologize. But I just appreciate everybody being here. Hey, Neil. Hey, John T. Jackalope. Thank you, everyone, for lurking. If you are lurking, it means a lot. Okay. Let's see. A 2 trying to draw a horse head. Yes. Horses are tough. But I love this. Genji does great work. There's a way to check it. I think, yeah, media is how you check. But anyway, you can see it here in the thumb. Just go check out Genji's work, guys. This is Caesar. You will also see a cat on stream. This cat specifically. Very funny cat. I like Caesar a lot. And yeah, there he is again. Look at that. See? Well, you got art. You got watercolor and gouache. You got Genji. You got a cat. What more do you want? Look at this sketchbook. Great stuff. Genji actually told me recently that she used to be a digital artist and has recently transitioned to... Oh, that's right. You did this animation the other day. Yeah, look at that. Little cat emote. I need to do some animated emotes. We've unlocked so many emote slots this month, you guys. Like, holy cow. Look at this. Sorry, I'm just going to keep scrolling looking at Genji's work because I really love it. I love how you do these shiny effects, like with water. Like, look at this on the rocks, this texture. It's so good. I have so much to learn from you. If I ever get into like traditional, I'm probably going to pester you with questions. So prepare yourself. Look at these thumbnail sketches. I love this character. Genji did Stream Inc. last year. And I think that's how I got to know Gingy a little bit more. But anyway, completely not related to horses. Some Carolina wrens made a nest on our porch. Inside, I have a dragon skull decoration. That's awesome. Do you have pictures? That's amazing. Liren, I know, right? So pretty. Yeah, it's crazy. Trying to show people nice places exist without having to scope the internet. Yeah, honestly, that's such a good practice. I take so many reference photos of things that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna paint that someday. Like, I'm gonna draw that for sure. And then I just don't. You're setting such a good example, Gingy. But yeah, stuff like it'd be really fun for me I really want to play with other media. And like, I was just talking when you guys came in about how I'm already exhausted. Like, partner pushes are hard, you guys. I'm so tired. I think I'm getting sick. I haven't been sleeping. It's only day 3. There's just like so much I'm trying to stay on top of outside of this. Because for those who don't know, I'm only a part-time artist. I have to go to my day job tomorrow through Saturday. So I work Monday through Saturday, basically. And I'm just like preemptively exhausted thinking about the next 3 days. And man, I want to go to bed. But I can't. But I really appreciate the support. And you know what? Thank you to those lurking. Hopefully we can get it done on the first try, and then I won't have to push anymore. And then I can just never advertise myself again, ever. That's kind of the goal. So if you're tired of hearing me talk about myself like I am, just hang out so that I never have to do it again. Stream Inc. is fantastic. Yes, if anyone's not hanging out, checking out Stream Inc. Stream Inc. is run by a group of artists here on Twitch. It's like an October art prompt challenge. I did it last year, actually. I started things off. My word was dinosaur, and I led the charge, I guess, on the month. It was kind of crazy. I hope I can do it again this year. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to apply though. It kind of depends. It kind of depends on if I make it into TwitchCon. If I make it into TwitchCon, I'm probably not going to be able to volunteer to host, as much as that makes me sad, just because I'll be so busy prepping for TwitchCon in October, but I would love to participate. Do you have to do ink work? No, that's the cool thing about Stream Inc. It's like a play on the word streaming, so it's like an Inktober alternative prompt. So yeah, they have their own Discord. If you guys go hang out with Melimony, I don't know, oops, where am I typing? Hold on. Melimony and Elove and Struble, I think they all have links to it. Wait, does my streaming thing still work? It does. Hey, look, there's the Discord. Never mind. Instead of me trying to scramble, join the Discord there for streaming. It's a great group. If you want to get plugged into the art community, honestly, on Twitch, streaming is a great place to do that. I met so many people last year through streaming, like so many. And it's like a private little art community. It's basically a Twitch Discord for the art community and for people who've ever either led a streaming session or just participated. If you just want to share your streaming stuff, go follow or go hang out in that Discord, and you can find the prompt list for when they update them over on their card right there. This command is kind of out of date, but thank you, Science. You're very kind as always. Thank you for the on-screen celebration and for the support. I appreciate it. Liren says, I have so many reference photos that I planned on painting that are just sitting there. Yeah, same. Hey, Sloppy, how are you? It's good to see you. Yes, definitely go check out Stream Inc. I always recommend, there's so many great communities on Twitch. If any artists out there need some tips on like where to go to find cool communities, I spent basically all of last year like snooping around Twitch instead of doing what I should have, like other things. Basically, more or less is what I did. And it was good in some ways, bad in others, but it was really great for finding little niche communities and like really cool things happening here. So if anyone needs like recommendations, there's so many artists who do some cool draw-alongs and have really fun communities here. I don't know. I really enjoy Art Twitch, and if you're looking to get plugged in, all you got to do is just start meeting some folks in some of those Discords or join some of those events. Even if you're not hosting the event, join it. You know, it's a good time, and you'll become a familiar face and a familiar name, and you'll meet some familiar faces and familiar names, and that's really how it works on Twitch. It's just all about like getting plugged in, and the community is so nice, at least in the science and the art side of things. I can't speak for games. I don't know anything about how you make connections in the game side. Honestly, the game side scares me a bit. But yeah, we'll see. But anyway, thank you anyone who's lurking and helping me try to reach my goal of partners so that I can get Save the Vikita Day on the front page of Twitch this fall. I really, really appreciate that. It means a lot. Oh shoot, I got some news that I should, we were just talking about October events. I actually just found out that potentially Save the Vaquita Day might be in October this year, which is nice in some ways because it gives me a little extra time, but it also means my October is going to be so busy if I make it into TwitchCon. It's going to be crazy. It'll be early October if it is, but whew, it's I'm just setting myself up for a very busy fall. Like I'm already thinking about all the stuff going on in a few months that I'm like, it's going to be a lot to manage. Need to bring partner support. Pioneer, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, and I think you or somebody redeemed a gratitude jar yesterday, and I didn't get to it. It was BitGamey, so we're going to do that right now. BitGamey, I don't know if you're here, but thank you for redeeming that. Sorry I didn't get to it yesterday. So for anyone who hasn't heard the gratitude jar and how that works, oh, thank you for the stretch also, Pioneer. It's a thing that I do to just help focus on like positivity and things to be grateful for. It's I know this song during the gratitude jar. Should I change it? Should we find a more grateful song? Here, Owl City is a good. This is a good gratitude jar song. Good call, Dally. Anyway, I just find that it's really hard to focus on the positive, and it's very easy for humans to focus on the negative and get really down. And I personally don't want to be like a cynical old person. I would like to stay somebody with a glass half full. It's harder the older you get, I think. But this is one of those practices I found that has been really helpful for like remembering what you have to be grateful for. And it doesn't have to be big stuff. Like the other day, I was grateful for I think mine yesterday was I was grateful to have a safe place to sleep at night. Like it can be really simple things that aren't big life-changing moments. I think today I'm gonna say I'm grateful. We've had so I think I did rain the other day, but we've gotten a ton of rain here. And I'm just really grateful for it because I live in a desert, for those who don't know, and it's pretty rare that we get a lot of rain, and the mountains get really dry and dead, and it's really just nice to see misty mountains in the morning, and they're all green and alive looking, and I know soon, in like a month, they're all going to be dry, which is also why I'd love to take you guys on a sketch hike before it gets all dead and sad looking, but we'll see if I'm able to get an IRL rig in time. But anyway, I think I'm grateful for that today. It's just a really beautiful scene outside, and it's just really nice. It reminds me of why I moved here. And so the idea with the gratitude jar is after I've written down all of my things throughout the year, I put them in a jar, and then on New Year's Eve, my tradition is that I open up the jar and I read through all of my notes. And so it's just like a way to reflect on the year in a positive way, and helps especially when you have rough years, I think. Safe, banshee-less place. Yeah, exactly. Did I tell you? For anyone who missed it, I was cornered in my studio the other night by presumably either a bobcat or a mountain lion. It was a little scary. I'm thinking it was a bobcat because I think a mountain lion would have made more sign that it was here, possibly. I don't know. I'm just telling myself it's a bobcat because the idea of being here at night and there's a mountain lion outside is scary. But it made a horrifying sound. But I did find the barn cat, you guys. Soup is safe. For those who were just hanging out to see if Soup was safe, Soup the cat is safe. I petted her this morning. She's fine. It's all good. Yeah, they are surprisingly stealthy. Yeah. Hey, Uber, how's it going? Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so it's not my cat, but it is the, like, property barn cat. So my studio is on a homestead, kind of out in the mountains. And, yeah, they have a barn cat, and didn't see her after that event, and I was a little concerned. Yeah, they keep exactly, Pioneer. Yeah, so I'm gonna put grateful for cool misty mountain mornings. It's just been a really like speaking of Seattle, it's been a very like Seattle vibe here in the Colorado Rockies lately, and it's just nice to have that going into summer because like I was saying, pretty soon it's gonna be all sun. No precipitation, and everything dead. So here is my gratitude jar for today. Thank you so much for redeeming that, BitGamey. And thank you also, BitGamey. I just see gave us a shout out. That's really sweet. Thank you all who are doing stuff like that when you stream. I've been seeing those alerts, and I don't always have time to thank everybody individually, but it does mean a lot. Let's see. Did I miss anything else? You were a full employee on Dead by Daylight, so they're probably nice to you on purpose. Oh, maybe, yeah. I've never been fully employed in an art gig other than the first year that I moved out here and I was full-time freelance. for about a year, but I didn't know what I was doing. So it's hard to call myself employed because I didn't really work that much. I was mostly just stressed and anxious and like didn't have a ton of clients. Like I had a few, but like I was switching careers from teaching, going into art, and just had no idea how to run a small business or how to manage my own time or be my own boss, and just like would fall into these guilt spirals constantly of just like, oh, I didn't accomplish what I wanted to today, or sometimes I didn't accomplish anything today. Like I did maintenance all day on the apartment instead of did art or something like that. And so I just, it's been such a journey trying to break into illustration, and I really appreciate the support here on Twitch. And this last year has honestly been like probably the most encouraging year of my entire attempt at being an artist. And it's literally because of the Twitch community. So thank you guys. It really means a lot. I was pretty close to giving up on it all last year. Really in 23, I had some pretty bad, like some health stuff that happened, and I was coming off of just like a general downtime. And yeah, it just means a lot. So not without getting too sappy or too into details, but thanks, Pyro. Oh, this is that Horseman song. Let's skip this one. This one's kind of creepy. Let's do like a more fun song. Yeah, no, same, Blue. I'm really appreciative that I've been able to meet all of you. Maybe that'll be the next gratitude jar, honestly. I'm glad I didn't give up when I was going to. Even though sometimes I still wonder if I'm making the wisest decision, especially going into an economic recession and like just everything going on in the world. It's kind of scary, but I do appreciate the encouragement here. Just hanging out and lurking, you know, whether I'm partner pushing or not. I just really appreciate it. So, hi, Poison Mouse. Thank you for coming back in. How are you? Welcome to Wednesday. Yes, I almost had a boss fight. Exactly. Bobcats do make terrifying sounds. I found that out my firsthand the other day. You were in Seattle the other week and then came home to Colorado, and you loved that the weather came with you. Thank you for bringing it with you. Is it your fault, Box? Thank you. I appreciate you. It's been so nice to have rain. It's so rare that we get it like this, especially in June. It's like usually the rain's all done by April or May, and we just have nothing until like November or October. So it's been really nice to get some budget more than yeah, it's not just you. I've been hearing, Dali. I think it's a lot of people. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Pioneer. You guys are so sweet. Hey, Purple, how are you? Welcome in. I did put it in the playlist because I like the song, but it just isn't the vibe right now. You know, sometimes not every song is for every time. Yeah, do you remember? I don't know, Box, if you were here in Colorado in I think it was 2018, or I don't know if there's anybody in Colorado, not to call you out specifically. But there was 2018, we had like so much rain that summer, the entire summer. I remember going up into the mountains in like late July, and it looked like Ireland up there. It was crazy. Every single summer, I always hope we're going to get another one of those. We kind of got one, I think like a year or two ago. There was one summer we had quite a bit of rain, like well into June, but it didn't go all the way through July. Like it was so nice. And Yenna Bama, I can't say. Yeah, I'm just gonna say Yenna. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate that. Was it last summer? We got a bunch of rain? I couldn't remember if it was last summer or the summer before. It's so nice though when it's like that. For anyone who can't relate, like Colorado is a high desert. Like it's cooler temps, but you still have a lot of dryness, and so it's just really, really nice. Was I here for the 2013 floods? I was not. No, I was not. Hey, thanks for popping in, Yenna. Yenna Bamanara, is that how you say it? Thank you so much for popping in. Dream, thank you so much for being here. You gotta go to bed. No worries, no worries. Thank you. I really, really appreciate you lurking and just helping with those numbers. Folks, for anyone who doesn't know, you probably do know because you can read and it's in the title, but I'm doing a partner push and I'm trying to get my numbers as high as possible because there are going to be some streams during the push that don't hit numbers, and that's just part of it, and that's okay. It happens to everybody. But I do appreciate when we do have like raids or higher numbers when people come in and lurk anyway. I know I've made the mistake of thinking when someone's pushing like, oh, they've got like 200 people in there, that's totally fine. They're great, they've got this. But like there are some streams that only hit like, 40 or something, and they never go above that. And it really helps make up for those low streams when you do have the streams with the higher watch numbers. So I'd be shocked how few people read titles and signs. I wouldn't. I'm just trying to give a benefit of a doubt. I've worked with the general public long enough to know that nobody reads. So that's why I'm restating it. But I'm trying to give the benefit of a doubt. Just like, oh, you read. You know how to you know how to read what it says. I don't want anyone to think, oh, Casey thinks I'm dumb and didn't read, because I know there are people who do, but there's plenty of people who don't. Oh no, I was a teacher. Trust me. I am fully aware how many grown adults don't read. Don't even worry. Yeah, nothing like being a public servant to realize how little attention some people give to clearly posted and clearly stated information. Congrats on Paradox Moose. I appreciate it. I'm not quite there yet. But I do appreciate the support and thank you for being here. Yeah. For working for yourself as an artist, the thing that keeps me going is knowing it's a skill. Exactly. And experiencing an experience that you can take with you. Yeah. Even if you have to quit for a while for money. Yeah. And that's kind of where I was, honestly, Box. That's where I was a couple years ago. I was like, I can't keep just beating my head against a wall and shouting into a social media void. I come from a very financial planning kind of a family, and it really stresses me out that I haven't been able to put away for retirement like I was when I was teaching. I mean, I have a day job that has a retirement fund, but it's not a ton. And it's just looking at those kinds of numbers and thinking about 20 years from now, I'm like, I'm going to be working till I die unless I put more money away. So I don't know. Yeah, it's hard, and I was definitely at that place in 23. I was like, I can't go another year just working a part-time minimum wage job and not putting money away and not ever having any kind of financial stability. So I was pretty close. But yeah, decided to give it one last hurrah last year, and now we're pushing for partner. It's crazy. I definitely never, if you would have asked me last year, especially this time last year, but I never would have thought that this would have even been remotely possible for me. So, yeah. You volunteer with a local political party and literally no one reads. Literally nobody reads. It doesn't even matter. It's no relation on whether someone's a good person or not. It's just people don't read. We don't read. Some people do. A vast majority of people just don't. And I can't be too hard. I'm sure I've been that person before. I try not to be, but I'm sure I know I've missed obvious things. As an impulsive question asker, I'm sure that I have irritatingly not waited for someone to explain or not read the full thing. Heck, yesterday I didn't finish reading The Thing. For those who missed it, I'll just out myself. I was waiting because I was thinking they were going to do live updates for the view count. And I got a ping that a path had been approved or something. And I got really excited on stream. I didn't fully celebrate, but I was getting excited. And then I finished reading and it said, no, I went and looked at it and I was confused. And then somebody in chat pointed out that it said, path to affiliate has been completed, which is very funny because I've been an affiliate since 2018. It's been a minute. So yeah, I don't read all the time. I'm not trying to throw shade on anybody. Listen, I'm not perfect. I'll be the first to tell you. If you think I am, I'm sorry. I'm not. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dolly. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, well, if it makes you feel any better, I think a lot of people are in that space. Especially artists. I don't think I'll ever retire. If I keep doing art, I will be grinding until I die. That's just how it goes, especially on a solo income. Hey, Claire, how's it going? We're all just me. That's true. Several folks got that path to affiliate. Yeah, somebody, I think it was Blue Skittle, said that there was some kind of a glitch and anybody who had affiliate got this notice. But it was just the timing was funny because we had just hit the above average requirement for partner for the monthly views. And I was kind of hoping it would be an automatic thing. So it was just really funny timing because I got that ping literally as I was looking to see what the view average was. Hydrate, drink the cheese water. Oh my goodness. I think we're about to be in an ad break actually. So if anyone gets an ad, we're going to pause and take a stretch. And we'll get back to the drawing after the ads. But yeah, thanks again for being here. If anybody wants to support through the ads, it does help. Same way you lurk on stream is the same way you support during ads. You just let it play. and mute the tab or lower the volume. So if anyone can hear the sound of my voice, we're going to do a quick little posture stretch. How you doing, by the way, Claire? Thanks for dropping in and for helping with the push. If anyone's not following Claire, by the way, an amazing oil painter. Absolutely make sure you follow. We did a co-stream not too long ago. Super fun. And always a good time over there. So go ahead and, if you want to do a posture stretch with me, I'm just going to do the basic one because it feels really good and I'm really sore right now. So you can basically just arch your back. So you're going to take your shrimped posture, right? We're going to unshrimp, okay, chat? So you're going to take your shrimped back and you're just going to arch it. You're going to basically overcorrect the hunch. So you're overcorrecting and you're pushing your shoulder blades together, okay? And you're just going to hold like that pose, like really flex those shoulder blades. You can do a few shoulder rolls if that helps, like if it feels really tight, like mine do right now. Just like push them together and hold for about 20 seconds. I usually just use the ad counter timer to watch my 20 seconds, but apparently any stretch you do, they say 20 seconds is what you should do at minimum. So there you go. But 20 seconds, and then you're going to relax. And what that does is basically kind of like relaxes you into a more upright pose like this. So you've gone from this to this to this. And if you do that every time you notice like that you're hunching, like anytime I notice my shoulders rolling forward, I try to do that, whether I'm walking or driving or just sitting somewhere. It's really helped over time. I am going to do a little carpal tunnel stretch as well. This is my favorite carpal tunnel stretch. I've been having some weird numbness in my hands lately that is new, and it's a little alarming. I'm kind of wondering if I have a pinched nerve maybe in my neck from all the work I've been doing. But I think it's weird because it's happening in this hand, and this is my non-dominant hand. Like this is an ornamental hand. Like I don't use it for drawing or anything repetitive really, so I'm not sure why that's happening, but I'm just trying to stay ahead of it anyway and do these stretches. So we're gonna do a few wrist rotations as well, and we'll be out of ads in just a few seconds. I'm gonna also hydrate. Make sure you hydrate, chat. Might be your desk being too high, but I don't even lean on this hand. Like this arm just is here by my side. Like it doesn't do anything. If anything, you would think it would be this one because I lean on this one when I'm working, but this one's fine, which I'm grateful for, but like I'm very confused about it. When you walk, you do the old lady hands behind your back trick. Oh, like this? Like just putting it behind you? Does that roll your shoulders forward, or is that just me? Am I doing it wrong? I need to learn about this old lady hands behind your back trick. Nice. The one I'm really worried about is the neck, the tech neck, right? This is the one I'm trying to fix. So, like when I do that stretch, I try to like push my neck back. Your left shoulder does that? It's from not moving. Interesting. Yeah, it's not my shoulder. It's literally, so it feels like tennis elbow numbness. So it's like these two fingers. Like it's definitely some kind of a, I'm trying to pay attention to like where I'm resting my elbow. I'm wondering if I'm like sleeping on it weird. I don't know what it is. I know one night I'm pretty sure I had my watch too tight because I woke up and my whole hand was numb. So I've been making sure to keep my watch really loose. But yeah, it's really strange. I think I'm starting to wonder. The only thing I can come up with is like a pinched nerve in the neck. So I really need to probably do some more neck rolls or something. Anyway, that's all we did whenever we were in ads. So for anybody who missed during the ads, don't worry. All we did was stretch. When you walk, you just think of and think murder. Oh, so what you're saying is you strut. You don't walk. Dally doesn't walk, everybody. Dally struts. Gonna go. Have a good one, Scourge. Thank you so much for hanging out and helping with the lurk. I appreciate that. Is it the back two fingers or the front? Wait, the back two fingers? So when it's these two, when it's your pinky and your ring finger that are numb, I think that's called, they call it tennis elbow. It means there's a pinched nerve down here. There's another word for it. It's like orbital tunnel, I think, is these two. So there's like a tendon or a nerve that like connects these two fingers. And then when it's your thumb, pointer, or middle finger, those are carpal tunnel. So those come through here. And that's what these stretches do. But yeah. Hey, Jaunty. As someone who has had hand numbness, it could be something called thoracic outlet syndrome. Fancy way of saying your shoulders are too tight and clamping on the nerve cluster. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. Because, like, I'm not getting pain in my hands. Like, it doesn't hurt to draw. So I'm thinking I don't think it's carpal or orbital tunnel. It's just like the weird numbness sometimes. Interesting. Slow, small movement from your head. Oh, yeah. Yeah, doing these neck rolls are really good, too. You get numbness in your pinky and ring finger. And you can do nerve flossing. Yes, I do have some nerve flossing stretches. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's the tennis elbow, like orbital tunnel one. Which is the kind of the nerve, I think, that's being pinched somehow. So I still think it's like in my neck or in my neck vertebra somewhere. But I don't know. Let me erase this schematic course here. Used to get strange numbness in your left middle finger and then it stopped. Weird. See, I kind of think that random stuff has to be like nerve compression of some kind. I don't know. Because I try to do those carpal tunnel and orbital tunnel stretches pretty often. I feel like I'm pretty diligent about it. And supposedly that's like the best way to prevent that stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Also, welcome in, Dracon. Thanks for being here. Thanks again, everybody, for being here. We're going to be looking at your studies of horses and such, or whatever you're studying, in about half an hour. So if anybody's just joining us and you want to join in on the art gym, feel free. Or just, you know, hang out. That's fine too. Or draw and don't show anyone. That's also fine. Hands, wrists, and forearms. Yeah, they are. They're really complex. Yeah. Half of your hand falls asleep. Do you sleep on it? That happens when I sleep on my arm. Artist talking about hand health is me. Yeah. Well, welcome to my stream. We do it once an hour. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you so much, Shama. I really, really appreciate that raid. Thank you for bringing your viewers here to help with the push. How was your stream? What did you get up to? We're doing drawing horse studies for the art gym right now. And yeah, oh, thank you, Purple. I appreciate that follow. Thank you anyone who's willing to hang out and lurk right now for the push. It really makes a difference. And raids do count now. If you didn't know that, you don't have to do anything else. Just lurk. Thank you so much for bringing them here. And if anyone wants to support the push, I'm trying to get partner in time for Save the Vaquita Day, which is this fall sometime, September, October. So my goal is to hit partner this summer so that I can apply to be on the front page for Save the Vaquita Day. And the vaquita is a highly endangered porpoise. If you don't know about the vaquita, it's very cute. So just be warned, if you look it up, you're going to be very sad that it's almost gone. But there's fewer than 20 of these guys left in the wild. We have to save them if we want them to stick around because they're getting to the point of no return. They're actually doing a survey right now. I partnered with porpoise.org last year to raise awareness and raise money for these guys. But I'd love to do it to a broader Twitch audience and like bring it to all of Twitch because I really feel like people would fall in love with this animal if they just knew about it. So anyway, if you want to help me meet that goal, just lurk. It really means a lot. I'll show you my art in a second, but I'd love to see what Shama got up to. Shama Atada is a fantastic artist. If you guys aren't following, does tons of traditional art, lots of painting, and highly recommend if you aren't already following. My voice is nice. That's very flattering to hear, Purple, because I think I'm getting sick and my voice is very raspy today. But thank you, Community Time. I really appreciate that lurk. While I'm waiting to see if Shama has a link, I guess I'll show you just a few things that I do. So right now we're doing this thing called the Art Gym. Actually, you guys would be proud of me. I tried to do portrait studies yesterday and Monday. This was more like a skull and planes of the face study here. It's not, you know, I'm rough. I'm rocky on people. I know. I'm trying. But this is the whole point of the art gym, is to get the bad drawings out together. So it's like an accountability session for artists. So if anybody wants to join in, we're going to be looking at everyone's studies at the end, at least everybody who wants to share. Today we're doing horses because I needed to get back to animals. Just need to decompress. It's been a crazy 3 days of pushing. We've already reached an average, I think, of 80 viewers, which is really cool. So thank you guys. I'm just kind of waiting on them to offer me the application, but now I have to make sure I have 8 streams over the next month that average 75. So it's very high bars. So if anybody wants to help by lurking, that's going to help make up for streams that have a lower view count, which is going to be inevitable this month. It always seems to happen when people are partner pushing. So I really appreciate that. Oh, Shama, here we go. Let's look. Let's see what you were working on. You're working on a big canvas today. Okay. Ooh, very cool. Okay, let me see if I can pause this. You guys, this is what Shama was working on. This is awesome. Do you guys see how cool this is? Like, this is what you're missing out on if you're not following. I'm presuming anyway that this is what you're working on. It looks amazing. I love that your use of color. It's always so fun to look at. So again, go follow Shamatada if you aren't already. This is a very cool. Is this oils? I feel like you usually work in oils, but I could be totally wrong. Has a lot more detail now. I'm sure. Yeah, aren't the colors cool? Blue? Yeah, it is oils. Okay. Yeah, it's very evocative. Yeah, Shama's work is really cool. Like I said, guys, go click that. I'm not lying to you here. There's some really cool artists on Twitch, and Shamatada is one of them. So make sure you go follow if you aren't already. Yeah, the lighting and just the way that you use color is super, super fun. Very intense, very emotional, very cool, and just fun to hang out too. And if you have to raid and run, don't feel like you have to stay. I know we're in very different time zones. It's probably pretty late for you, I imagine. So don't feel like you gotta hang out. But if anyone does want to lurk and help out with the push, feel free to just leave the tab up while you run about your day or whatever. If you're interested to see more of my work, I'm more of a digital artist, although I have dabbled recently in traditional. I've done some plein air studies. I've been playing with like oils and watercolors, and I do some sculpting as well. But most of the time I'm working on digital pieces, digital paintings, trying to get into the illustration world. I've been trying to do this since 2016, roughly. And it's been quite the journey, but Twitch has been really, really cool. And I mean, pushing for partner right now is crazy. But if you want to help me meet those goals and just kind of help further my art journey, it really does help with visibility when people hang out here in general. So thank you so much. You shared some that you were, oh, very cool. I'm excited to look at it. Hey, each of the 2-eye pie. Oh, you sure do. You sure do. Good ear. Thanks for lurking, Circle. It's good to see you. Hey, Dan the BC Man. Stay as a lurk for 35. I appreciate that. No, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I totally appreciate that, Dan the BC Man. As much as you're willing or anyone's willing to leave a lurk up on their phone or their laptop or their computer, it does help. It helps a lot. For anyone who missed it, we're now, I think on Monday before I started the push, we were averaging 61 viewers, I think was my monthly average. And I did tell people once I hit a 60 average, I would start the push. So it worked out that way. But as of yesterday's stream, I think our average is now at 80. So I'm just kind of waiting for them to give me the application option. And then we have to see just kind of how the next month goes. Hopefully it'd be really cool to get it in the first pass. I'm not expecting that because I think a lot of people get denied. But we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, this is my work. If you like this kind of stuff, feel free to follow. This is kind of more the style I'm leaning into these days for my illustration work. I'm going to be doing conventions this summer. I've got a comic on hiatus that I'd like to work on. I do stickers and stuff, and I also do sculptures. So here is a sculpture. Pinion, speaking of recent partners here on Twitch, Pinion Paint, the newest Twitch partner. And Queen of Alliteration also. How are you doing, Pin? Thank you so much for dropping in. This is a sculpture I did recently. This is the one regular traditional thing I do. Oh, and this afternoon we're actually going to do sea slug dragons. Here's a sculpture based on one of the sea slug dragons that I designed a couple years ago. I'll show you guys those here in a sec too. The P has concluded. Yes, it did, and you got it on the first pass. So mega congrats to Pinion. Pinion is like one to take notes on for how to do this thing. I'm still waiting, Pinion. My average right now is 80 viewers for the last month, which is crazy. It's gone up from 61 to 80 in like 3 days, which is wild, and honestly such a testament to everybody here, people who are lurking and raiding. But they haven't updated it for my path to partner thing. Did you know? Can I ask you? Do you have a minute? I hope it's okay to just bombard you with questions. But did they like wait to update that for like a week? I thought that was a daily updated thing. You sent me a bunch of messages. Okay, I won't pester you here. I'll just go read those later. Thank you, Pinion. But yeah, I was kind of bummed because I was sort of hoping to wake up this morning to hey, your path to partner has been unlocked. Here's the application form, because I just want to like look at it and kind of make a rough draft. But I can't do that yet. It still says my average is what it said when I woke up yesterday, which was 74.38, and that is inaccurate. So anyway, if you guys want to help make sure that number stays higher so that we can actually get it, thanks for lurking. But anyway, here's the sea slug dragons I do. We'll be doing these this afternoon, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time on them, but I basically just have chat help me pick a sea slug, and I'll design a creature based off of it. So yeah, anyway, thanks for raiding in. We're working on horses right now for the art gem. And thanks for lurking to anybody who decides to lurk. It really means a lot, and I appreciate it. Let's see. Hey Jason, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for dropping in and for lurking. I appreciate that. How does it feel? I hope it feels nice to have that big purple check mark. Is that something that they automatically apply, or is it like a badge that you opt into? I guess maybe I'll know someday. You feel like it updated straight away. That's what okay, but it may have been something else that determined it. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I was kind of disappointed. Because mine still says, here, let me check it. That'd be funny if it updated right now. Let me check it. Yeah, see, look. It says... It still says 74.3. It's actually less than it was. No, it's the same. I think it's the same. Yeah. I did get a notice about a path to affiliate, though, so that's exciting. I am officially an affiliate, guys. So, we did it. I got this yesterday while I was about to check this, because we had just gotten a bunch of raids, and I was curious if it updated, and I saw this path to part, and I got really excited. It's very embarrassing. My reading comprehension is not good, so apparently. But, you know, congrats to me. Like 5 years late, but that's fine. We did it, fam. We did it. My music tape. Oh, thank you, Purple. I'm glad you like my music. It's kind of all over the place, so you might want to hold that judgment, because sometimes it gets a little random. It's like, would you like some obscure musical? Or would you like weird, like, Indian death metal? So just, you know, just warning you. Thank you so much, Sama, and thank you again for that raid. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? It was so funny. And you've never been on a horse before, says Neil. Aw. They're fun. I mean, they're fun, but they're also large animals, and I totally understand why people might be intimidated by them, but, like, horses are just big dopes for the most part. They're pretty, yeah, they just want snacks and they want pets. Or they don't, and then they walk away. They're not really interested in hurting you. You're not a predator. They're very used to people, you know. Horses are your second favorite animal. And no one believes me that they're not that smart. Well, yeah, I mean, they're like most animals. Like, they can be trained, they're smart, but I mean, they're just kind of big, dopey grazers, you know? Like, they're no corvids. Yeah, but like, in general, they're just kind of big goofballs. Yes, they are emotionally intelligent. This is true. This is true. They are emotionally intelligent. But, I mean, yeah, I highly recommend riding a horse if you've never ridden one. It's a good time. They're just like, yeah, they're fine. But yeah, corvids are really intelligent for sure. Let's see. You get the option to change your badge right away, but you just gotta choose it in your global chat. Oh, look at that pin. Okay, so it's like you can wear it or you don't have to, I see. Not even showing up in your followed channels, even though I'm watching you. And I see the black follow heart on. Weird. If anybody wants to get notifications, you might make sure that your notifications are turned on too, so that you get notified when I'm live. But I know not everybody uses the Twitch app, so I don't know how helpful that is. Like, I kind of just use it on Discord or on desktop, so I don't know. Yeah, that's strange. I feel like sometimes that happens to me too. Like, even channels I hang out on a lot, it won't show on the follow side when they're live. I think Twitch is just twitchy, honestly. Yeah. Thanks for attempting and for coming here anyway. How's the push going? Hey, Ox Machina. Thank you so much for checking in. The push is going well. We got people lurking here. We just got some raids, really generous raids, and a lot of people stuck around, which I think is really kind. Some people, you know, can't, and that's fine, but hopefully it gets more folks in here, and hopefully I only have to do this once. I would love to be a pro like Pinion and just have to do it one time, because oh my gosh, I am so exhausted. Like, I think I'm getting sick, actually. Because I'm trying to do so many things outside of pushing for partner, and I'm just so behind right now. I've been staying up really late. It's not a good habit. I know. I need sleep. But, like, I just have deadlines, and, like, I have stuff I gotta get done if I want to make things happen later in the year. And, I have my day job tomorrow to go to, Thursday through Saturday, doing that part-time life. So it's just today's my last day to even have hope of catching up on some of the things I'm behind on, so... like, if I have any patrons listening, I know I have some patrons that have not yet received their May letter from last month, so I do a sketch in the mail tier on Patreon, And those should be getting into your mailboxes sometime this week. Most of them have been sent out. I've got like 1 or 2 left. Mostly the colored ones. So if you're at the tier that gets a colored drawing, those are a little late this month, and I apologize. I just it has been such a busy month between getting ready for this and doing this, and I had a bunch of stuff at my day job I was doing. I just do too many things. So I'm just very tired. Anyway, I'll stop ranting about that. Sorry. Yeah, thank you so much. You dropped your horse sketch. Nice. We'll go check it out at the end of stream. We are going to look at anyone's studies that they've been doing here in about 20 minutes. So we'll probably try and keep the stream going at least until about 11. And we'll see what happens. Like if I get another big raid, I might hang out a little longer and kind of let the numbers kind of soak in a bit, just to help for those inevitable low streams that don't have as many people lurking. But because a month is a long time, and I'm just anticipating the hype kind of dying down as the month goes. So we'll see. We'll see. Let's see. They can feel if you're scared. That's true. Hey Rue, how are you? And Yangula Rue also. Let's see. You should learn to ride an ostrich. Oh my gosh, can you even do that safely? Thank you, Pinion. I appreciate that. I hope so. We'll see. You did horseback riding for 4 years, and the horse you rode was not a smart animal, but I loved him. His name was Rocket, and I literally just called him Horse all the time. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Hey Cold Case, how are you? There's so many people in chat. Thank you everybody for popping in to say hi, or just lurking. You don't even have to pop in to say hi. I just appreciate y'all. Hey Esol, how are you? It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well, friend. Overriding the streams with less than 75 will take some time. Wait, I think since it goes back a period of time, yes. And so I'm actually having that issue right now, Jason. I had some low viewer streams at the beginning of May that are really like skewing the results quite a bit. So once those get pushed off the average, I think it'll make me feel a little more comfortable. But this early part of the push, I think, is when it's so important to actually like have people interested in helping, because it really helps make up for stuff like that. Yeah, like from the pre-push, and then when the inevitable drop off, I'm just hoping we can maintain that 75. We'll see, but everybody lurking is really helping a lot. So thank you so much. I can't wait, honestly, to be done with the push and not ever have to worry about metrics again, and like never advertise again. Just like draw or do whatever, or experiment with media, or like go on a sketch hike with you guys, or do like a silly like non-usual category stream, or I don't know, just like play around a little bit with what I can do here without having to worry about, oh, is this going to kill the numbers? Like I really don't want streaming to become about numbers for me. The whole reason I stream is because I'm looking for accountability. I've done more studies in the last year from doing the art gym, and I've finished more illustrations from just having co-working streams in the evenings than I did in like a well, especially with these studies, than I probably have done in like a decade, just because of you guys. So thank you. I really appreciate the accountability. That is why we call it the art gym. For anyone who's wondering why it's called that, it's just like how you need accountability buddies to go to the gym. Some of us need accountability to do studies. So if anybody wants to join in that, we are going to be looking at studies. You don't have to do horses if you're not feeling that today. You can always choose your own topic. I just kind of pick a topic that interests me. I'm still working on the calendar for this month. That's another thing I haven't finished yet, so I apologize that that's late. I usually try to have that up in the Discord by the first week of the month, but I'm a little late this month. So appreciate everybody's patience with me between Discord and Patreon and just like things that I'm normally a little more on top of. Yeah, just thank you guys for being patient. Oh, and anyone who won the giveaways yesterday, those are going out today. I got those in envelopes. I just need to put stamps on them. So I'll be going to the post office at some point today, possibly between streams. We'll see if I can get everything done in time. I'm trying to stay on top of it all. And then there was somebody who ordered something on Ko-fi. That is also going to go out today too. Ordered some stickers, so thank you. Appreciate all of that. Okay, this is not anatomically correct. I did a terrible job on that hind leg. What the heck? Horse hind legs are so hard, you guys. They're so hard. If you put it live, the readings will go up? What do you mean, Dan? I'm not sure what you mean, Dan, the BC man. Right? Rue has great emotes. Rue makes, if you're looking for... sorry, you're both of your names are shortened to Rue, and I apologize that it's confusing. Yangula Rue has great Rue emotes. Rue makes. Getting ready for stream. Nice, nice. Well, thank you for being here, Easel, and for hanging out and lurking. I really appreciate it. Scrolling. Hey, Charzia. Yes, we have a Haunts today. Happy Haunts Day. It's also Cheese Day. Did you guys know that? Happy Cheese Day. Please eat some cheese for me. I forgot to bring cheese to the studio. Barely got to the studio on time, frankly. But I'm trying. Let's see. I'm about to do my first partner stream and you're- oh, nice! Yes, it's gonna be so nice, Pinion, to not have to worry about, like, building hype or keeping an eye on the numbers. Like, oh, sounds so nice. Thank you, Turgus. I don't have much to compare it to. Pinion totally killed it. By the way, if you guys aren't following Pinion, I'm so sorry. I just apologize in advance. I keep telling people this month, like, everybody just please follow everybody. Like, everybody in chat is most likely a streamer and a really cool person. Just everybody follow everybody. But yeah, you guys should go follow Pinion and go congratulate Pinion on making partner. Pinion made partner. I'm trying to think of another P word. Preeminently? No, that's not right. Anyway, Pinion's great. A lot of fun to hang out with. And a relatively newer streamer, so it's quite the accomplishment. Hey, Cup of Joe, another person you guys should be following. How are you doing, Joe? It's good to see you. But yeah, I've only seen I've seen Pinion push for partner. I heard about Kel's push for partner. I didn't even see it. It happened so fast. It's like Kel definitely did it fast too. And then Irish Jern. Those are the only people I know recently who've done it. And so I don't really know what's normal. I probably haven't done the research. I should. But I appreciate everyone being here. All I know is you need numbers, and I appreciate you guys helping me hit those numbers for Twitch. And we'll see what happens after that. We'll see what happens after that. Rolling with the horse gains. We're trying to. I struggle so much with horse hind legs. I'm hating this drawing because of it. I have a specific study reference of horse hind legs for this reason. Because I struggle so much. There is also, in that Drawing Horses with Sam Savitt book that I scanned and have in my Pinterest page, there is this incredible turnaround that I find extremely helpful. So you can always look at that. Excuse me, I have hiccups because I'm tired, I guess. I don't know. But I do have an anatomical reference that I want to pull up. I mean, it's facing the wrong way, but that's okay. It's also, this is the pose I can draw it in. Ah, these hiccups, you guys, are so painful. Whew, okay. How do I rotate just this image? Ah, here we go. Nope, that's not it. Wait, can I really not just rotate the image? I don't want to turn it. I want it to be... Nope. Ugh, no, that's not what I want. How do you... Oh, here we go. Nope. Did that wrong. Okay. Jeez, that was a lot to go through. Like, I don't have a problem with it in this pose. It's usually the standing pose that I struggle with. Like, this back hock area is just so complex a shape. It's like the front edge of the, is it the pastern? Like, hits, the tendons kind of do these weird things when it hits the cannon bone. That really confuse me. I'll figure it out. Wait, did I somehow... Wait, what is going on right now, you guys? Somehow I, like, blurred the whole image? Okay, well, I'm just gonna look at it over here, because I don't know what's going on with Krita. It, like, made everything blurry when I put that second one in, and I don't know what I pressed. I'm still figuring out Krita. But anyway, how's everybody doing? Sorry, I got really into that. A little hyper-focused there, don't mind me. Jeffrey would like to see my dinos. Yes! They're right behind me. Sorry, we're gonna have Dino Toy show and tell really fast. Turgis's son Jeffrey is here in the chat, everybody. So if you have some dinosaur emotes, let's show those off. Let's get some dinosaur emotes in the chat if you got them. So Jeffrey, I don't know if you're watching. Are you still here? Let me know if you're still here. And we'll talk about dinosaurs. Sorry, it took me a second to get to that in the chat. But yeah, please show off your dinosaur emotes. If you're a subscriber here, you've got a Flailing Carnotaur, you've got a Parasaurolophus. If you subscribe to Danny's channel, you've got tons of dinosaur emotes. Okay, I'm behind it. Hold on, my chat's broken. Here we are. Yeah, great dinosaur emotes. Okay, so he is here. Okay, so let me switch it. So this is one of my favorites, Jeffrey. This is a Therizinosaur. Therizinosaurus. I like them a lot. When I was a kid, a little older than you probably, I put this hair tie on it and it's actually stuck. But it's like reins because I wanted to pretend I could ride it. But look at those claws. Aren't they cool? This is one of my favorites. I don't know why I still have this on there. Anyway, it was a guess how much it cost back then. Something this size was $6, folks, brand new at a museum gift store. Can you imagine? Anyway, I really like this this one. It's pretty cool. So anyway, this is my Therizinosaurus. And this one is a one you probably know, although it's maybe not what you think it is, but this is like a type of ceratopsian. I got this one from PNSO, I think. I can't remember if it's that or if it's NSO. Either way, it's a very cool dinosaur sculpture, like scientifically accurate dino models. It's not focusing. There it goes. But do you know what this one is? Pretty sure it's called Spinops. See those cool horns that go down? I think it's awesome. Very, very cool. This one was actually cheap because it's a mispaint. They actually painted it wrong. So it was on sale. So it's actually supposed to have like an orange coat over this to kind of give it a really cool earthy tone. This one's just straight up green, but I don't care. I think it still looks great. Very, very cool model. And then this one, I don't know if you know this one. It's a type of hadrosaur. It's in the same kind of, I guess, genus as the Parasaurolophus, but this is called a Lambeosaur. Look at those cool markings. Isn't this beautiful? This is also another sculpture by the same company. If anyone out there is looking for really cool dinosaur models, if you just want to be like that, I guess, I really like the ones that they do. Actually, I'm really tempted to put a few more on my wish list in case, I don't know, in case people wanted to get some, but I feel weird doing that because my wish list right now is all art supplies. So it feels very weird to be like, also this dinosaur model. But anyway, those are mine. And then of course, here's my sculpture. It's not a dinosaur model, but it's one that I made. It is a Parasaurolophus. And after showing you guys those, this looks like child's play. I know, but Parasaurolophus is my favorite dinosaur. So there you go, Jeffrey. There's my dinosaurs. Thank you for looking at them. And your dad showed me pictures of your dinosaur toys, which I thought were pretty cool too. Thank you, everybody, for showing off your dinosaur emotes for our kiddo who's in the chat here. I don't know if kiddo can read, but very, very cool. Thank you, Turgis, for letting me know. Sorry it took me a minute to get to that point in the chat. I'm a little behind. But yeah, very fun. Very fun. Let's see. Thank you, everybody, for showing off your dinosaur emotes. I appreciate that. Kiddo is 4 and cannot read yet. Okay, perfect. I mean, not perfect. You'll get there, but just making sure. We try to keep it family friendly, but you never know. Thanks, Pox. I appreciate it. I did make it. Yes, this is actually going to be for sale. It is actually technically for sale right now on Ko-fi. But I'm not quite ready to like super advertise my Ko-fi shop. I'm still getting stuff put up there. I'd like to put a few more sculptures up there, like this one. Might end up going on the Ko-fi shop too, because I feel like I could probably ship this without damage. Even though that tail is kind of slender, if I pack it really well, I think it'll be okay. The Vaquita sculptures are going to go up there once I can get some good shots of it. But like stuff like this, that has like a ton of detail, like all these little bits and bobs, like this is just way too fragile to ship. I work in Sculpey, and Sculpey is super, super fragile. I'd love to, once I get done with all this Sculpey, I'd love to transition to like cosplay or something. But right now, I can only sell those at like conventions and stuff, like in-person sales only for like the really detailed ones. So You can get my Vaquita emotes for free on Ko-fi, though, if anybody wants to celebrate Save the Vaquita Day with some Vaquita emotes. There they are in chat. It's super fashion. Yes, exactly, Jason. Yep. That did awaken something new because your mom forced you to learn how to read so early. Oh, really? I think I started reading early, but like I don't know how much was reading and how much was pantomime, to be honest. I think I was just guessing at what the book was saying, so I don't know how early I actually read. But what is the name of the dino model? Let me look it up. Hold on. It is PNS. Oh, here's the place that I got them. Was Happy Hen Toys, but the company itself is here. I'll just copy this link. Here's the where I got them from, but the company itself is PNSO. I think it's a Chinese company, but they're scientifically like super accurate. I think it's a company started by some artists, honestly, and they're really big now, but they have really cool like models that they work from that are very like well researched. Oh my gosh, I can't look at this page, you guys. I'm gonna want to buy all of these. Oh, they have a new colored Amargasaurus. Oh no, I have to get away from here. Okay, anyway. Not to get everybody distracted with dinos. He enjoyed that very much. You're welcome. No, thanks for letting me know, Targus. Yeah. I'm glad he liked them. Let's see. We are squirreling a little bit, Sharing. How are you, Sharing? That's okay. We had a kiddo who was really excited about dinosaurs in chat, so thank you all for spamming those dinosaur emotes. Turgis, do you still stream? Let me know. I think we shouted you out yesterday, but Turgis was a streamer at some point. I don't know, it might be busy at the moment, but you guys should go if you want to go support Dino Dad. Yeah, I could paint. I have thought about painting it myself, Box. I'm afraid to mess it up, honestly. I do have an airbrush, but I just haven't used it in a while. Oh, we have a drawing animal. Uh-oh, what's the drawing animal? Hold on. We got gratitude jar, we got hydrate. Oh, let's all hydrate. Let's do a quick drawing animal and I'll get back on task here. Oh, Sherryopteryx. Wait, no. Why can't I read? My contacts are blurry. Sharaviptrix? I'm not sure how to say that. Let's do the drawing animal from Pyro really fast. And then we're I might do one more. We'll see how much time I have, or we might just go to the show and tell for the art gym. Let's see. Where is drawing animal? Okay. So we've had a lot of dinosaurs lately. So we're gonna do. This sounds like a dinosaur. It sounds like a some kind of pterosaur, but maybe not. Let's see. It is. Oops. Why isn't that working? There we go. So feel free to look this animal up if you guys want to, but just don't give me any hints in chat if you know what it is. I'm gonna have 5 minutes to draw. There we go. And then we're gonna look it up together. So just don't spoil it. Kind of ruins the fun if people spoil it. And Sharaviptrix, maybe? Yeah, maybe. That makes sense. Hey, Coffee Rocks. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sorry that I'm a little behind. If anyone said something for the last few minutes, I was showing my dinosaurs and was not looking at chat. So feel free to repeat yourself. I was not trying to intentionally ignore. I keep saying this, but man, like, please give me some grace, because I'm definitely not trying to ignore anybody in chat. Wait, what's happening right now? I just got a weird alert. Oh, evil turnip. There it is. I was like, are my alerts broken? Evil turnip. Thank you so much for that. Enjoy your alien, baby. It's screaming in delight. Thank you so much for using your Prime sub here. For those who don't know, if you're lurking and you're not used to Twitch, if you have Amazon Prime, you actually get a free sub that you can spend anywhere. And if you'd like to spend it here, I'm honored because you get one per month, and I'm honored that you would use that here. That also means, actually, before I forget, before I forget, let me just show you this really fast. Evil Turnip, if you're still here, if you'd like to, anytime you sub right now, we're trying this thing called the Sub Zoo. I'm very behind, and I'm going to be working on these this afternoon, probably. Maybe today, I don't know. We'll see. But let me write you down, and if you sub, you can be in the sub zoo. We're doing a kaiju-themed sub zoo because it's Kaijun this month. And last month we did just like general sub zoo, but there's me, I'm the zookeeper at the sub zoo. Because we're doing monsters, I'm big, so there's a little chicken coop with chickens, a little barn. But anyway, if you'd like to be in the Kaiju sub zoo, thank you so much for the support and for the partner push hype. And if you'd like to be in it, you can choose a monster, or if you don't want your sub doodle, you can gift your sub doodle. I think I need to rewrite this because it's confusing. Basically, whoever is purchasing the sub, no matter the amount, gets to decide whether they want the doodle or if they give it away. But you can gift a sub to be added as well. So just let me know. Kaiju Casey, yeah, look how big I am. I'm so big. Exact same drawing. I did not have time to redo it. I can also design a kaiju. So that's the other thing. If people don't know monsters, like it can be anything. Somebody's going to be the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man. That's on the list of things I have to draw at some point today. So we may end up doing this after the sea slugs this afternoon. But I can also, like, some people have been telling me to design them a kaiju. So this one said, I want a hyena kaiju. So it's like vaguely hyena-ish. Or I want a deer kaiju. Or I want a plant and mushrooms themed kaiju. So if you want me to design you one, just give me some elements and I can, you want to be a giant yeti, evil turnip. That's great. Did somebody just do something else? Oh gosh. Sorry. This is, I'm like almost afraid. You guys, do you see this list? Yes, you see this list over here? We're gonna have to work on these, I think, on stream at some point. Maybe this afternoon. If not, then I'm probably just gonna do it on Monday. So if I'm not caught up by this afternoon, I'm gonna do it Monday. So Evil Turnip, you want to be a giant yeti, and then Marcus, if you'd like to be in the kaiju sub zoo, let me know. Is King Kong yeah, for sure, King Kong would count. You'll be doing resub on Monday, and then you have a plan. Okay, for those of you who are planning, start thinking now if you want an existing monster or a dragon or something that, you know, I could do like giant hiccup, or not hiccup, I guess I could do that, giant toothless or something. But just let me know if you're interested, or if you'd want to gift your doodle, Marcus. You want to be a haggis? Sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for starting a hype train, my goodness. Evil Turnip, you want to be a yeti. There we go. And if anybody did has like a long, I think I have a few people who are stubbed like continuously. So whenever you get the option to like announce that, you can also claim your doodle that way. Because, you know, if you did like a 6-month sub, I don't want you to miss out or feel like you have to gift a sub just to be in the sub zoo. So it's just like a little, honestly, I wasn't really expecting this many people to want one. It kind of took me by surprise last month. But yeah, it's just like a little way for me to say thank you. And I will post the finished doodles in the Discord. So if you want to see the finished image, I'll do like a colored version and a non-colored version, because I know some people last month said they wanted to color the sub zoo. So if you want to see that, it's in the stream event chat of the Discord. So it could be an existing kaiju, like a Godzilla creature or Godzilla itself. We have like the 98 Godzilla here, and then we've got the 91 Godzilla here. But you know, you can do whatever you'd like. So I've added you to the list. Thank you so much, both of you, and thank you guys for that hype train. I'm really honored. Okay, we're gonna do the Draw Me an Animal really fast. And thank you guys so much for the support. It means a lot. Okay, let's see. Rue Bark. Oh, I saw your. Yes, I will get that added. Thank you, Rue. And if the chat gets busy for some reason and anybody subs, feel free to DM a mod too. They're kind of helping me collect these requests, because yesterday we had a crazy hype train and it got like way out of hand. And I think I got everybody, but I also think I kind of missed a few people. But I do think I have everybody on that list. It just hasn't been drawn yet. So okay, the Draw Me an Animal game. Let's see. So I have 5 minutes to do whatever I think this animal is. Everybody wants to be in the sub zoo. I'm honored, honestly, and shocked. Like, I'm still kind of workshopping it, so it's a little rough around the edges, but I do appreciate the support. Kaijun is in full effect. Yes, Kaijun. We have so many kaiju. I think I've got like 30 to do. We had so many gift bombs yesterday. If anybody gifts 5 gifts, like a gift bomb, then it triggers. I guess I should have talked about that, because I know we have some new people in chat. But basically, I had to come up with some things to do, so I'm not drawing a doodle for every single person with a sub, because that's just too many. I'd be drawing that all stream. But like, if you do 5 gift subs at once, I will color. So I have a few people with like the ones I have stars by your name. You're getting color, so I'll be coloring yours once I do that. And then 10 gift subs at once is a sticker giveaway automatically, and 20 is a 5x7 print giveaway. I don't think we've ever had more than 20, so I'm not even... I guess I just cry after that. I'm not really sure what to do, but we're not going to worry about that because it hasn't happened. So anyway, I'm going to have 5 minutes to draw this. I'm going to say it's some type of pterodactyl, and I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. We have 5 minutes on the clock. It is 10:49. So let's see. I think that this is probably... I'm going to draw one of those like cool pterosaurs. I don't actually know if this is what it is, but I just think there's some really cool pterosaurs. I did Dinovember last year, and it was really fun. And I kind of want to find a way to do a Dinovember for like not like a version of Dinovember, but for like pterosaurs, like marine, like flying reptiles and marine reptiles that are extinct, that are not dinosaurs but lived at the time of the dinosaurs. Oh no, what's happening? You guys don't have to keep the hype train going. It's okay. Thank you, Pinion. That's really kind. I get a little overwhelmed when the hype train's going crazy, so it's really okay. But I appreciate that. You're very sweet, Pinion. You didn't have to do that. Thank you for those 100 bits. So let's see. I think I'm just gonna say it's this, and then we'll learn about it. It's probably not this, but we're gonna try. Let's see. Yeah. Thank you guys for that hype. And thank you for the subs. Okay. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember what their wings look like. I feel like most of these prehistoric flying critters, they have like the long fingers kind of sticking out like that. But do they have membranes? Why can't I remember this right now? I think they do have membranes. So I feel like it's like this or something. It's like they have really strange... Yeah, really strange like wing adaptations or something. But anyway, I'm going to say it's this. Let's color it, and then we're going to look it up in just a second. I don't know if we have like a standard of color for pterosaurs. It may not be a pterosaur. It might actually be a type of, might be a dinosaur. Because the pteryx part, I feel like that can go either way. But I'm just guessing. So here's mine. We're gonna learn about it. I've got 2 minutes left, but I think we're just gonna learn so I can get back to the here we go. Get back to the horse study. Ooh, let's do some stripes. I like wing stripes a lot. Here we go. Let's actually make them darker, I think. Why does that look weird? My creature designer is coming out. Okay, there. And we'll put some clouds. There. Let's look it up and see. Looks like a prehistoric white pelican. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. That's probably what I was channeling, to be honest. Let's see what it really looks like, though, because this is just my guess, right? Like, I actually don't know. I'm not really good at these, like, these names. Charovipteryx. Thank you for whoever just followed. I will see your name in a second. But I appreciate that. Pteryx. Wow, I can't type at all. Oh, it's one of the ones that had the back legs. Oh, these things are wild. And yeah, so it is a type of reptile still. It looks slightly like a pterosaur, but it's not. Oh my gosh. Well, shoot, I got that wrong. So this is one of those ones that has the back legs are the method of flight. Isn't that wild? Here's a little fossil of one where you can see the actual skin folds. You can see all of that in the feet there. So cool. Here's what they think it looked like. A little flying reptile. This is an artistic interpretation. Very, very interesting. Why is this not in dark mode? It's always in dark mode. I've never turned it off of dark mode. Let's see. It's an early gliding reptile containing a single species. It's known for a single fossil, and it's the only glider with a membrane surrounding the pelvis instead of the pectoral girdle. Interesting. This lizard-like reptile was found in 1965 in Kyrgyzstan. And so, okay, cool. So there's only one. Oh, Longisquama. Longisquama is crazy too. So these are two very strange early reptiles that were found here. So this is I do know what Longisquama is. So they have these really long spines coming out of them that they think were for display purposes. It's unclear whether or not there was like any kind of a membrane in between them, but isn't that wild? Like, what kind of crazy... I wonder how many fossils we have of this one. It's known from several incomplete fossil impressions. And 5, Longisquama means long scales. Anyway, I'm getting distracted looking at Longisquama. These are some early reptiles that I would want to feature, by the way. If I ended up doing another type of like Dinovember, but for like ancient reptiles, because I think they're really interesting. If you want to read more about these so that I don't get distracted, here you are. Check it out. Very, very interesting. Looks like it would be a dorsal feather. Yeah, exactly. Evolution just trying stuff out. Pretty much evil turnip, yeah. Confused by its... It is a little crazy looking, yeah. Its design is very strange, Marcus, yeah. Looks like it would be the start of a tail feather. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I think they're both really interesting. So if you want to check those out and hang out and watch them. Oh, thanks, Clan. I appreciate the follow. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in. So anyway, we just did the draw me an animal. I'm going to say I got that wrong. I didn't really get close at all. The only thing I got close was that it was a flying reptile. But I don't know my ancient reptiles' names, guys. I'm terrible. I know there's a lot of dinosaur folks in the chat right now that know way more about it than I do. So I apologize if I've let you down. But hopefully I can learn, you know? Maybe we'll do some kind of like prehistoric art challenge that isn't dinosaurs, like the non-dinosaurs. I think one year somebody did no Dinovember instead of Dinovember. So maybe I don't know. I already have a list for this year. Like I'm pretty excited to do another Dinovember challenge on Blue Sky and on Instagram. So if anybody out there wants to draw dinos with me, got a whole bunch in mind. But like some lesser known ones, you know, some that maybe you haven't heard of, but you might think are pretty cool. But then I have a huge list I'm amassing of like marine reptiles and flying reptiles too. And I don't know what to do with that list. So I just know that they would make fun stickers and it'd be fun to talk about them. So we'll see if I can come up with something. The horse needs a leg. I'm working on it. Hold your horse leg, Amaze. Sorry. I'm a little cheesy when I'm tired. Well, kind of cheesy, no matter what. Is that, wait, is that the nasty... Wait, what nasty fish? Wait, what are you talking about? Oh my gosh, that's hilarious, Pin. I've done that before. You're all good. I mean, we were just looking at really crazy-looking ancient reptiles, so it's completely valid that you might think it was a fish. So you could have gotten away with it, honestly. Oh, are you talking about the sarcastic fringe head? Is that the one you mean? No, you hold it. I'm glad you liked that, Dally. It's all yours. You can't get a leg up, Easel. Easel, you need some cheese, friend. Why is my cheese emote not showing up for me? What the heck? Where's my cheese? You guys, I can't get to my cheese. Help. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Cheese. Okay. I did not like that fringe head. I'm so sorry, Pinion. I'm so sorry. The sarcastic fringe head I think is really cool, though. But that's fair. That's fair. It's the people throw up just opening the can. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what are you wait, Pinion, what are you talking about? People throw up opening the can of this fish? There's only one food that people find delectable in certain parts of the world that I'm like not about. Like I've tried. There's like a very few amount of instances where I can like tolerate it within other foods. But durian, I do not understand durian, folks. Fermented fish. Oh. Wait, you're intentionally fermenting fish? Fish already taste kind of fishy. That sounds unsafe, to ferment a fish. Like, isn't that one of the foods you're definitely not supposed to eat if it's gone bad? Like fish and chicken? Wait, I don't understand. Fermented fish. Why would you eat this? Why not just have the fish fresh? This feels like one of those foods that should have died after we got refrigeration and people just kept eating for, like, I don't know, solidarity or something, or like tradition maybe? Yeah, exactly. It dates back to pre-refrigeration. Yeah. Well, obviously. But like, why are we still eating it? You barely eat as is, but challenging foods, you're so good. Yeah. Yeah, I've never been like a, oh, eat this gross or this hot thing. I'm like, I just like enjoying food, really. I'm not trying to like not be able to eat. Yes, I hate this. I did such a bad job on these. I hate it. Ugh! I'm having a bad drawing day. Don't judge me. We're having a bad drawing morning. It's probably because I'm sleep deprived, but it looks so bad. Everything is so bad. Okay, I'm just gonna look down here and see if I can use this to fix, I don't know what my problem is with that reference, but there's something about this joint at this angle that is so hard for me. Like, I don't understand why I can't get it. Like, I can see the shape so clearly when he draws it here, but it's like when I'm trying to draw it on my own, it's like, it feels so impossible. There's like a very slight, like, triangular shape that I think throws me off every single time. But I do like the way you can see how he's broken it into these shapes. And again, this just goes back to like understanding what you're drawing and not just copying. So we talk about this a lot, but try not to just copy what you see, try to actually understand it. And if it looks wrong, ask yourself why it looks wrong and do what I'm doing and try and find a different angle to understand it a little better. And then maybe I can figure out how to do it from that. Why don't I like this? I think it has to do too with me not totally understanding where the tendon starts to pull away at the skin to create this strange, like, outward, like that shape right there. I just need to like muscle memory that shape, honestly. I think I did the hawk too low. That's maybe why I don't like it here. I don't know. Oh, we have an ad coming up in a minute. Sorry, I'm just really focusing on this. It's only amazing, not perfect. Don't look. Yeah, that's pretty much how it feels every time. Why are you calling me out like that? That's how it feels. And honestly, the first time that I did one of these studies, I had to repeat this mantra so many times for the first like month of art gym, because it's like, it's extra intimidating to be making a bad drawing while you're on stream, you know? Because you just feel like, oh, people are judging me extra hard here. And I know that that's not true, like, logically. And I've heard people say, like, oh no, it's encouraging when, like, streamers don't make a perfect mark, and then you feel like, okay, or at least our streamers, because then you're like, okay, like, they mess up too or whatever. But, like, it's just, the idea, I guess, of perfectionism and having to challenge that in front of an audience is so intimidating. I'm gonna have to work on this off stream. It's just not working. Anyway, we're gonna blame exhaustion. I'm just gonna get little feats here. Just little feats. We're just gonna do little feet. It doesn't matter. We're just gonna X them out. Horse hind legs. This is my arch nemesis, you guys. Seriously. This is the one thing I always struggle with horse anatomy. One time we did just studies of horse hind legs. Probably need to do that again. I might do that off stream. Listen, I'm not fully healed, okay? I'm not fully there as far as like being able to draw a bad drawing. I'm just saying it's helpful. Hey Ungoy, how are you? Horse hind legs seem to be a lot of horses. Yeah, it's true. That is true. The horses also have a hard time with their hind legs. Yeah, Miss Art Rules. I think artists in general almost have to be perfectionists. Get it out. Yeah, I'm trying to get it out. It's like a seesaw. Once it's fermented so much, it goes past the bad to eat part and becomes safe to eat again. Oh my gosh. Only if it hasn't gone bad enough. You keep going and it comes back around. You guys are breaking my brain right now. What? For some reason, I keep getting YouTube video suggestions of this one guy who pickles fish. That's so strange. I had no idea. Oh, and we're in an ad break now. Okay, cool. Oh my goodness. Hey, Angoy, how are you? Sorry about the ads, everybody. If you don't have a sub right now, your perfectionism died. That's good, though. I'm trying to get to that point, honestly, Dally. I think perfectionism gets in the way. You know what? We're just going to leave those legs unfinished, and we're going to stretch. I'm just going to move on. Sometimes you have to know when to abandon something, and I'm abandoning it now. It's gone. It's fine. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we're in an ad break. I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about pickled fish. We're gonna stretch for a second, and then we're gonna look at what you guys have done. So I tried, but we're gonna look after the ads at the art gym submissions, and then we will probably call the stream. So thank you guys for lurking. Just if you don't mind hanging out for a few more minutes, we will probably raid out here in a bit. But I just want to keep those numbers just a little bit high to make sure that that average can stay high too. Thank you, Pyro, for those hearts on stream. But if you can't hear me, I'm sorry, you didn't hear any of that. If you can't hear me, let's just stretch. So we're gonna do some shoulder rolls, maybe some neck rolls. We were talking about like pinched neck vertebra, so maybe I need to start doing some like hold your head this way for 20 seconds, right? And then hold it this way. Ooh, that way feels good, actually. Maybe this is where the pinched nerve is. Ooh, actually, maybe that is it. Maybe this is my problem. I need a massage. Does anybody know a good masseuse? Ugh, that's free. So no, there is no option there. Ugh. Ooh. Ooh. Actually, maybe this is my problem. Maybe I'm just gonna give myself a neck massage on camera. Very strange, sorry. It feels really good though. Ugh. Okay. Neck rotations. Have I eaten yet? Yes. Pyro, I had 2 eggs for breakfast. And I have some lemonade here. And some water. And then lunch, I did bring lunch. Lunch is in the fridge. Yeah. Bring back your inner Kubrick? Wait, what? What does Kubrick have to do with? I don't know what you guys talk about. I'm going to hold my shoulder blades together, though, and arch my back and kind of work out any sort of hunch posture that might be happening here. It's very easy to do. There you go, there you go. Oh, and then I'll also check Blue Sky and make sure that I'm not missing anybody who posted their art to share there. Yes, apparently Pyro needs... Pyro, are you the stream mom? Is that what's happening right now? I'm so sorry. Okay, I don't see a post. I don't see a post on Blue Sky that I need to look at. Let me look at the art gem tag, and just make sure. Okay, I don't see them there, so I'm gonna go into the Discord, get that ready, so that when we come out of ads... Oh, we're out of ads. Well, I'm not ready. I tried. Let's go ahead and look in the art gem. So we're gonna see what everybody got up to. I see some lovely horse... Oh my gosh, you guys did so many studies today. What the heck? Jeez Louise. Okay, so we've had a lot of studies posted since yesterday. Thank you guys for participating. If anyone did draw along and you want to share, feel free to drop it in the Discord, but no pressure. And thank you again, everybody, for lurking through the ads. I really appreciate that. Helps a lot. So let me just check again, make sure... Okay, so if you go to the art gem section, you will find the place to post your studies. If it's not drawn from reference or observation of some kind, I will ask that you put it in a different category. So the art gem is specifically to encourage people to do studies, to kind of show, be an accountability session, basically, to get the bad drawings out and to work through all the less fun part of art making, which tends for most of us to be the studies. So here is what we did. I'm going to scroll through these. If you are a streamer, feel free to let us know. We'll shout you out. I know there's a ton of streamers in chat, but... and then, yeah, man, you guys, I will just keep you posted. I'm trying not to pay too much attention to the numbers right now, but I don't understand why it still says this old number. It's so strange. Anyway, sorry, my window was still up on that, and I got distracted. So here's what I did yesterday. It barely counts as a study, but we're moving on. Anything below that is what we haven't seen yet. So the first one is here from Sloppy. Sloppy working on this portrait some more. Lovely stuff. You only do studies. You're not confident enough. Really? I feel like we saw some imaginative work from you not too long ago, Dally. I believe in you, Dally. I think you don't believe in yourself enough. I think you've got the chops for sure. But I think the studies do. I go through phases too, where it's like all I do is studies lately, and then like sometimes I'll break out. I need to do probably more imaginative stuff. That's part of why we do stuff like the Sea Slug Dragon Day and the Character Camp. Like I want to work in times where I'm making myself do stuff from imagination too. I don't want either skill set to get rusty, you know? But Sloppy, this looks fantastic. I don't know how many times I posted it, to be honest. Oh, did you post a new one? Here, we can scroll down. Oh, okay. We'll look at the most recent one, but I'm glad that you're still working at it. And I hope you're having fun. I hope you're getting something out of it. Here we have one from HDMZ, another study session. Achievements, update your progress. Every 24 to 72 hours. Okay, thank you, Pyro, for letting me know. Man, I don't know where you found that, but good job. Thank you. So it should be... Oh man, it could be a couple days. Shoot! Well, we must be in a 72-hour stretch then. I don't know. I'll let you guys know when it updates, but that makes sense. Okay. Well, this is from HDMZ. HDMZ, again, I love these studies. You're working on some great stuff with perspective, and I love all the shapes you're getting in your skulls, and doing this repetitive foundational practice of drawing boxes. For anyone who's looking at this from the outside, you might think, why would you do this? This just looks like doodling. But actually focusing on three-dimensional form like this, like thinking about how this would look in different rotational angles, like that is really helpful because that's going to help you think about these objects you're drawing as three-dimensional objects and how lines tend to match up or how things recede into the distance, you know, like this. There's actually this thing you can do called draw a box if you want to get better at this foundational art stuff. Feel free, if anyone's doing draw a box, to post those studies and things in our art gym. Happy to share them too. But it looks great. You can translate that to your skull studies. Like you can almost, when you've done enough boxes, you can almost break everything into a box pretty automatically. And it sort of helps you draw in 3 dimensions. So it's definitely worth doing if you're somebody, again, who struggles with copying versus studying from reference, and you'd like to get better at imaginative drawing. Going back to the basics and doing stuff like this, even though it looks repetitive and boring, is actually going to help you in the long term. So that's, again, why we're at the art gym. We're all doing these workouts together. It's not as much fun by yourself, but sometimes it helps to suffer with others, I guess. The application is literally a couple of boxes you check, and then one box where you write about your stream. Okay, so there's not like a ton of questions. That's actually helpful to know. It doesn't change. That's true. It doesn't change anything. It's just, it would be nice to have confirmation, like officially opinion. I think that's just what I want, is just like mental, like, okay, phase 1 is done. I've unlocked the application. Now for phase 2, holding the 75 viewer average for a month, right? We'll see. Anyway, thank you, Pinion, though. That is helpful to know. Yes. Congrats again to you, Pinion. But yeah, make sure you guys are following HDMZ. Rue, thank you for handling that shout out. I appreciate that. Just put Save the Vaquita, not for me. I mean, I'm definitely going to talk about the Save the Vaquita effort, and I'm going to talk about all the community stuff. I know that they're really into community stuff, and I feel like we already do a ton of community stuff here, like the art gym and the character camp and the art show, and I hopefully all that stuff helps. But you guys hanging out here will help too, because they do ultimately, Twitch wants to see that people are interested enough to come hang out. So that's what you guys are doing, and I thank you a lot, and it really wouldn't be possible without everybody hanging out. So I just appreciate everybody. So yeah. I wrote this earlier, but a raid pushed the message away. These art gyms are so cool and unique. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you like them, Yogurt. Yeah, sorry, we had some stuff happening that I missed a bunch of stuff in chat. Thank you for reposting. That goes for anybody who posted something that I missed. It was not intentional. You love hearing me explain the how-tos and techniques? Aww. Aw, thank you, Yogurt. That is really sweet. I really appreciate that, and I hope that they see it that way. I think it's honestly just the latent art teacher in me coming out here on stream. But I appreciate that. I do always like to say, like, that's part of why I say not a pro, is because I also just want to put it out there that, like, I'm learning too. Like, don't take my word as gospel. This is just, like, my perspective and my experience and my approach, but that doesn't mean it's the only one either. It's just from what I've observed, this is where I'm at, and here's why I think of it that way. So I do want to clarify, because there's a ton of, like, true professionals here on Twitch, and I'm honestly always a little bit terrified one of them is going to come in here and be like, and like take an issue with something I've said, or like want to like oh no, that's totally wrong, and I'm like, it probably is. So I just like put it out there, you know, like hey, I'm out here learning with you guys, but I appreciate that, Yogurt. That's really sweet. Yeah, Opinion was our most recent art partner. One thing you missed is that you and I need to do a draw and paint dinos. Ooh, that'd be fun. I'd love to do a dino stream. Anybody, honestly. Any excuse to paint a dinosaur. One thing about professionals is that it's normal for them to disagree. It's true, but I don't have the like industry experience that a lot of people on Twitch do. A lot of artists on Twitch are like true industry pros, and I'm just like, I used to be an elementary school art teacher. I'm still trying to get into the publishing industry. Derp. Like, I don't know. It's just hard to feel. It's hard to feel like I'm doing stuff, I guess, the right way. But anyway, Bookie, thank you for that follow. It's really sweet. Let's see. We should all do it. Yeah, everybody dino stream. We should do dino stream day. Did you guys know actually there is a draw dinosaur day? Should we do a Twitch-wide draw dinosaur day? Could we organize that for all of Art Twitch to do dinosaurs on draw dinosaur day? That would be super fun. I forget what day it is. It may have already passed, but I bet there's another one we can find. That would be super fun. Paid for your art skills and talents. Okay, yeah. So I'm not talking about like pro as in paid to draw. That's like I guess when I say pro, I mean like proficient, or like have a I don't know. I guess it's a proficiency thing. Like I feel like I just flail and I don't really know what I'm doing, and that feels, I don't know when I'll feel like I don't know. Probably when I'm able to like live off of what I'm doing. Maybe then I'll feel like I've arrived. I don't know. This is a very nebulous thing. I don't want to go down this rabbit hole. No, you can't, Draco. It's not. Compliments are not allowed. No, I appreciate it. I'm just verbally processing. Just ignore me. Let's look at this beautiful portrait that Sloppy Salamander did, though. Sloppy is doing a great job, on the other hand. That's the secret. No, I know, Joe, stop telling me that. I gotta believe that there's a deadline. You'll never feel you've arrived. No. Dang it. No, I know. That's true. And it's funny because I say that all the time. I always tell people, like, the thing about art is you never arrive. Like, you're always on this journey. Like, the goalpost always moves. So that's why we talk a lot about how, and I'm saying this to repeat it to myself too. Like, don't think, I hope nobody thinks I'm just preaching, but like you have to take that weight of like, I'm not good enough, and like somehow flip it around to be like a fire under you, to be like excited about what you have to learn. Like, ooh, I can't wait to learn that skill, or I can't wait to play with that medium, and like trying to get through. And again, that's why our mantra is we got to get the bad drawings out. Like, I know all these things externally, you guys. It's just like, there's, you know, I'm human. There's like a blockage there. But anyway, I do appreciate the support and the kind words and the encouragement. And thank you for hopping out of lurk to say those things. You literally said this Monday to Digi. I still feel like every paint I do. Yeah, I think that's just how it is. Can do a draw Dino Day raid train. That would be fun. I've actually thought about doing a raid train. Has anyone ever done one before and have advice on how to organize one? That might be a fun way to end the partner push. Would you guys want to do a partner push raid train if we make it? I don't know. Fiber, oh my gosh. Sloppy says, that's hands off, done, no more, it's fine. It is fine. Sloppy, I don't know if you're still here. I know we've been, we've held up your picture for a minute, but I just want to encourage you to keep on going. And sometimes what you just said here is actually really important. Like, just knowing when to stop. Like, overworking a piece can actually make you hate it more. And you just have to know when to stop. I think you did a great job. There's certainly pieces in my portfolio that I overworked and I need to replace now because they're just like ruined. But I think you're doing great, and thank you for drawing along. Sorry that I rambled so much while we were looking at your piece. I appreciate you. Just gotta keep it real. I had someone call me a professional pixel art / game artist, and I laugh because I don't feel... Yeah, and that's it. And that's what it is. You don't feel professional, but like, technically you're right, Reiko. Are we squirreling? We're talking about some important industry topics. But you're right. My poor mods, they're already overworked. We should keep going. Poor mods, having to sit here and listen to me ramble all the time. Creative raid chains are fun. I've never seen one. I actually don't know how you would even organize one. This one is from Moonsky Runner, who is also an art streamer here on Twitch. Organize and run a stream raid train. Dinosaur Stream Fest case. I love that. Yes, we could do a dinosaur raid train. That would be fun. This is from Moonsky. Moonsky does really great art here. If you aren't already hanging out with Moonsky, I haven't caught a stream in a while. I can't remember. They might be on like a slight hiatus or maybe just doing random streams right now. But they've been posting really great art in the Discord. She's very sweet, really nice artist. definitely go give a little follow if you aren't already. These, I believe, are actually some foxes that were like grew up from a litter that was birthed in their backyard last year, which is pretty cool. So I love it. We were just talking with Gingy when Gingy rated in here about using your own photos as references, and like how so many of us take photos with like, oh, I'm gonna draw that, and then you just don't. Good job, Moonsky, for actually doing it. You're showing us all up here. But yeah, really, really cute drawings of foxes. Really well done. And thank you for sharing, Moonsky. Do we have a fox emote? Can we do a fox emote? There we go. All right, on to the next one. Oshi, hey, thank you so much for helping with the push. Seriously, it means a heck of a lot. Thank you to anybody lurking. We're looking at the art gym submissions since yesterday, so that's pretty fun. And we'll see. We'll see if I think we might be ending stream after that, unless we get like a massive raid or something. So yeah, thank you for popping in, and thank you to everybody for lurking. But we're gonna keep on for just a few more minutes, so don't go anywhere just yet. Is this another one from Moonsky? Oh yeah, this is great. This looks lovely. You did a lovely portrait study from one of the references that we used earlier this week. You did a fantastic job with this. You can tell Moonsky draws a lot of people. Oh no, what did I do, Pyro? Why are you mad at me? What did I do? What did I do? Why are my mods mad at me? I probably did something and I don't realize. Good Right Hook says I have imposter syndrome. Professional drummer in LA for 20 years towards studio work, teaching. You faked it the whole way. Yeah, I think most creatives feel like that, and maybe even people outside. Maybe that's just a human thing, but I do feel like it's harder in the creative industry not to feel that way too. So that's why I just make a joke out of it here, and we have the pro command. You know, we just say, just keep in mind, like, just disclaimer, not a pro. I just like keeping people's expectations low. I love the way you did the facial features here, Moonsky. The noses, I have such a hard time with noses. I think you really nailed that. And it looks so three-dimensional, and it still has your style in there, like with the eyes especially. It's like stylized in the mouth, but definitely a very pretty study, and I think you did a wonderful job. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, very, very cool. Cool stuff. Dinosaur Streamfest is Daniel Allard's community train raid. So, oh really? Oh, that's cool. I didn't actually know that existed. When you try noses, they look like Voldemort. I know, right? It's hard. It's really hard to do. There's a ton of like nose anatomy stuff that I have pinned actually, where you talk about the planes and the shapes in the nose and like the different like the anatomy of a nose essentially, and learn what those parts are so that you can like pick it out of reference, but it's still tough. This one is coming from Clem. You have to push Suntroa to post his art because he's convinced no one will like it. He has T-Public Shop that he barely has any designs listed. Oh my gosh, yes. But I understand that too, though, Pyro. And I'm sure, like, being married to an artist, you probably hear this all the time. But it's like, it's hard to believe in yourself. It really doesn't seem to matter what level that you get to as far as, like, people knowing you exist. Like, I'm always shocked when I talk to, like, really well-known artists at conventions and stuff, and they share having these same thoughts. It's like, you just have to learn how to work in spite of them. And like keep putting yourself out there anyway. Like we talk about this a lot, but like rejection is a big part of the art life. Like being told no. Like I've been denied to go into Denver Comic-Con. I think it's Denver FanX now. For the past 3 years I've tried to apply. And I'm still on the wait list. I actually need to email them and sometime in the next week and see if there's a spot that's opened up, because if there is, I'm gonna grab it and then I'm gonna scramble because I gotta get ready for a con in July in that case. But yeah, like applying for things and putting yourself out there, and like I've been told no for almost a decade as far as my portfolio goes, you know, with trying to get into kids' books. It's just part of it, and you just have to learn to put yourself out there anyway. But you do have to believe in yourself. I think that there's like a deadening that can happen that can also be very soul-crushing, where you just go into everything expecting rejection, and I think that's just as detrimental as going into everything expecting success. Like expectations are where expectations are where I think like hope lives or dies, and that's the hard part. I think so for me, like I don't expect. Thank you, Tella, for following. I appreciate that. Like I don't expect to get into Denver FanX, but I still apply in the hopes that I do. I don't know if does that make sense? I'm not sure if that makes sense, but I'm not like putting all my eggs in one basket and like my whole like. I'm not gonna be like devastated if I don't get it, but at the same time, like. I want to keep that door open. So like, even though I didn't get it and I haven't gotten it for the last 3 years, I still reached out anyway and was like, hey, I'm still really interested in this. I live in the area. Just wanted to let you know, like if someone does back out, you have a local artist who's super interested in being a part of this again. And I used to do this a long time ago, yada yada. And they reached out for the first time in 3 years, and they're like, oh yeah, email us back in mid-June and we'll let you know. So I'm like, okay, cool. And it may not go anywhere, but you never know. But you just have to get used to rejection. But let's get back to this. Clem, thank you for sharing these portrait studies. I really love the perspectives that you're playing with. You're trying to do them from different angles, not just portrait or just straight on, but actually doing those like three-quarter views, which is really impressive. Oh, thank you for that follow, Seaman Demon. I appreciate that. Let's see. I definitely got the shortcut to Twitch affiliate due to Dinosaur Stream Fest. A wholesome oh, that's awesome, Evil Turnip. I love that. You learn to fake it for about 10 seconds just to be wildly, recklessly brave. Oh, I like that. That's a good method, actually. Like, getting through that open... That's almost like the same kind of fear that, like, that artists have with, like, the blank canvas syndrome. Have you ever... I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but if you struggle to start a sketchbook, one of the tips that I got recently... Clem, these are great. Thank you so much for sharing. I like that you broke them into shapes here, too. Also, I meant to say that earlier while I was talking, and I don't think I did. Oh, hey, speaking of nose anatomy, look at this. Perfect timing here with Suntroa. One of the tips that I've heard recently is to actually, like, step all over the first page of your sketchbook. Or just, like, intentionally go to town on it. And just, like, go into it knowing you're just going to go wild. And then that way the rest of the sketchbook is less intimidating. I don't know if that's quite the same thing as what you're talking about, but it kind of reminded me of that. So, Suntroa, this looks fantastic, by the way. Thank you so much for sharing this. Speaking of nose anatomy, guys, see, look at all the different nose types. And you can break it down into these shapes, and like they all kind of do different things. I love this, Suntroa. This is a lovely study of parts of the face. Thank you for giving that shout out to Suntroa, by the way. Thanks, Demon. Welcome in. Let's see. Like a portrait artist slapping whatever color onto the canvas and going back to work on making it right. That's actually part of why I prefer to paint instead of draw sometimes, because when I draw, I get too caught up in the details and in the line work, and then that's when I start to get really fidgety and I start disliking the drawing. But when I'm doing like big color blocking approaches to especially like portraits or landscapes, it just feels so much more free somehow. It's like I don't have to worry about details. I'm just trying to get the values right. You know, I'm just trying to get the palette that I want. And somehow that just like loosens me up to do a better long-term drawing too. But yeah, Suntroa is fantastic. A newer streamer here on Twitch. Make sure you follow. Click that heart, guys. And thank you, Suntroa, for sharing these nose studies. A very important part of the portrait. There's so much alliteration today. These look great. Thank you so much for sharing. Hey, Cookie. Thank you for coming in. It's so nice to see you. Right? Isn't that nice when a plan comes together? Thank you, Black Cat Lady, for popping in to help. You guys, thank you so much for lurking this whole time and for hanging out and just being here. We're halfway through the show and tell, and then we're probably going to be wrapping up here in a little while. So if you could just hold out for another 15 or 20, hopefully we'll be wrapping up by then. And then I'll be back on this afternoon, so I won't be gone for long. So just prepare yourself. If anyone wants to help this afternoon, I'm sticking to my schedule because that's a schedule everyone knows, but I do worry about the 2 streams a day thing with the partner push, so we'll see. It definitely hurts if like the morning stream has really low views, even if the high stream has high views or the later stream has high views, it'll kind of hurt the average. So thank you guys for hanging out for both. My stream starts at 4 p.m. this afternoon, just if anyone's keeping notes. It's usually from like 4 to 7:30ish is usually what I do. Noses are... Yes, exactly. Yes, these are good schnoz studies, yeah. Okay. Thank you for the schedule, Rue. So these birds are from Sedulos. Sedulos did some birds and some boxes. We were talking about the value of studying boxes in 3 dimensions earlier, so there's another example of that. Well done. But there's some lovely little songbirds, too. I can't identify all of these. I don't know if Esel's still here. You probably have to go get ready, but... I don't know all of these. This one kind of looks like a goldfinch, and this one kind of looks like a sparrow. But I'm not sure. But they're very cute. Everyone eat between streams. Thank you, Pyro. 12 p.m. Oh, I'm sorry. I will start again. It's 4 p.m. Mountain Time. So that's going to be... Sorry, time zones. Let's see. That's going to be 3 p.m. Pacific. And then 5 p.m. Central and 6 p.m. Eastern. Does that help? Hopefully that helps. Yeah, but I'll go for about 3.5 hours. So even if you just kind of shoot in that general area, hopefully you'll see it. You can also, if anyone wants a ping, I do post, I have a stream ping section in the Discord right over here. It's at the top of the stream events. Oh, you guys can't see that. It's right there. So you can always turn on alerts just for this channel, or you can opt into the if you go to channels and roles, you can actually opt in to a stream pings alert so that you actually specifically get an alert when I go live. You just have to make sure that your notification settings are for the server are set to get role mentions. But yeah, anyway, Sedulos, these look great. Lovely little studies. Thank you so much for sharing. We love it. We love a good little borb. A good little small avian dinosaur. I wanted to... Oh, no. You're okay. You're okay, Easel. Don't even worry about it. I appreciate the... No, you're fine. Our streams don't line up well for you to do that, but I do appreciate that. Don't even worry. I appreciate you. Go have a good... go have a good stream. 4 o'clock somewhere. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. We have one from Amazing Fan 15. Lovely job with the barrel. Honestly, first of all, if you didn't know this, this part of the horse is called the barrel, and I love it. I love the term. I love the belly. I love everything to do with it. And you did a great job, like making that the central shape that you built everything around here. But go follow Amazing Fan 15 if you aren't already, folks. Amaze also does drawing, does animation on stream, does comic work, character design. Very, very much a good artist to be following if you aren't already. So make sure you go follow Amaze. Lovely job with the muscles and the shoulders too. And these funny hind legs. I mean, they are tricky as heck, but I feel like you nailed it. And the face, you really nailed the face too. You did a great job with this, Amaze. This is, like, horses are not easy to draw, especially if you're not used to drawing animals. It's a very different kind of anatomy than humans. So hats off if anybody even tried to draw a horse today, even if you didn't share it. Just know that I'm very proud of you. And good job. This looks great, Amaze. And make sure you guys go follow if you aren't already. Yeah, it has really good movement and energy, for sure. All right, Good Right Hook has some studies for us. Ooh, a nice skull study. Do I see some... Oh, somebody, you used the book that I scanned. Yeah, I hope that it was helpful for you. This is a fantastic skeletal study, by the way. Excellent proportion here. This looks really... Again, I think I said this last time you shared your work, but your visual measuring skill is really, really well tuned. That looks fantastic. And you have it compared to the muscles here too. Nice. And then the muscles added. I love this. This is such a nice sequence. This is great. Right Hook, thank you so much for sharing. This is a great example of a study. Oh, and here we go. We even get a little animation. Gotta love it. So hopefully the idea with doing a muscle study, for anybody who isn't familiar with why this is helpful, like if you know what's going on under the skin and how things are attached, like you know that this muscle attaches the head and the collarbones together, and like how far out the muscles go on the thighs. Like that's all going to help you for when you go to draw from imagination. Remember, that is, at least for most of us, the point, is to try to build that visual library, to actually study and learn from what we're drawing, not just copy. So you don't want to have to worry so much about making an exact replica of the image. That's not the goal. That might be what the goal looks like, especially if you're looking at a really proficient artist. But that's not really the goal. The goal is to learn. So if you can just keep that in mind, I'm speaking to anybody, myself included, it's going to help you long term with all of your study goals and your art goals. Oh, look, we have a baseball study, a scene from a baseball game, it looks like. Nice line of action, nice gesture right here. Well done. These look great. Very, very nicely done. Good job. Thank you so much for sharing these. Super fun. That's how we'll make people in the future. You mean start with a line of action? Shaunosaur coming in with some horse art. Another creature artist. You can tell very, very comfortable with critters in general. This looks awesome. Very, very pretty. Again, I really like the way that you do your color. It's a lot of fun. Here's the reference. You guys don't have to share the reference if you don't want to, but sometimes it is helpful for us to see like what you are working from. And it kind of gives everybody inspiration for like, oh, like I see how Shaunosaur did, you know, the face interpretation in a way that maybe I wouldn't thought of. Or maybe they pointed out like a detail in the anatomy that you wouldn't have thought of, like, oh, the hip bone right here, or like the hocks or whatever. So it kind of helps you to see how they took this and drew from it. It's always really cool. This is a great study. Thank you for sharing. And then we have a lovely another very lovely skeletal study, and some nice gestures. Gotta love a horse gesture. Oh my gosh, horse gestures are so fun. If you've never done a horse gesture drawing, highly recommend. Highly recommend. Dracon's cat had something to say to us. Aw, the cat is a big fan too of the horse studies. Good job. You inspired the cat, Box. You learned how weird horse hips. Yeah, horse hips are strange. And they have so much muscle built up on them. Like, look at how slender they look in the skeletal. But then if you look at the actual thickness of the muscle there, like, it's kind of wild. That's why these muscle studies, like what Good Right Hook did, are really helpful. But yeah, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. Does My Little Pony count as a horse gesture? So what you'd be, if you're talking about like drawing from My Little Pony, we've talked about doing a style study before. So like a master study or a style study is when you take another artistic work and you draw or work from that as reference. It's a little bit different. It kind of depends on, I sort of feel two ways about style. Like, one, I think most of us do style studies anyway. Like, I don't really feel like most artists need help doing style studies, because, I mean, raise your hand if you are basically an artist because you were an anime fan or a Disney fan or a comic fan. Like, especially in today's world, almost all kids are unintentionally doing style studies as kids. Like, hello, me. Like, I am. I think it's most of us. So, like, style studies are not something we've really done at the art gym, just because I feel like they're kind of innate to the art process anyway, because most of the time that's like the fun thing. Like, that's what we all want to be drawing. The hard thing is like doing studies from reality, and that's part of what the art gym is built around. So I've thought about doing a style study, but I haven't also worked out a way to not feel weird about putting up another artist's work on stream, like a contemporary artist especially, and then working from it. It just feels strange to me to stream that. So I haven't done it, but if you want to do a style study, go for it. I just don't know if the art gym would be the place to put it right now. I'm still kind of thinking through that. Because technically you're studying a style, or even you're like reinforcing possibly a schematic default that you have in your brain. And that's sort of the opposite of what we're trying to do here. We're trying to break our schema and reform it with our visual library being more full. Sorry, that was a really long answer to your question. So, but you can do as many as you want. Like, I would be lying to you if I said I did not do a ton of gesture studies from Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron when I was a kid. Like, I absolutely recommend drawing from like animation that inspires you, art that inspires you. Like, by all means, do style studies. They're super fun. I just haven't really figured out how to incorporate them into the art gym in a way that doesn't just open the door for people to just constantly put in their fan art. Does that make sense? Because that's not what we're not trying. I want to keep encouraging people to do, like, because I need the encouragement. I am rambling a little, yes, but I'm trying to explain myself. So I'm going to continue. But yes, we are rambling. Be warned, there is a ramble happening. But yeah, that's kind of the contention I feel there. I don't want the art gym to become a place where people are posting fan art or like imaginative drawing. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. You're all good. You're all good. Oh, thank you, Yanni. There's the opposite of the ramble alert. We do have the ramble alert to warn the masses, because I can get kind of rambly, and it does give me a chance to check myself and see if I want to keep going. So it's all good. It's funny. Okay, let's keep moving on though. So we have next, and thank you again, Box, for sharing. These are great, and thanks for being here. But yeah, style studies are super fun. You started with copying Inuyasha manga. Heck yeah, I was a DBZ girl. Any other DBZ kids in the chat? I was a DBZ girl. You gotta bounce. No worries, Pinion. Thanks for coming and hanging out. I really appreciate you. Congrats again on getting partner. And thanks for putting up with my rambles. Here we have one from Liren. I know Liren said they had to run and lurk, but Liren, this is great. Really, really nice muscle study here. I can see you working through some of the proportions with like the legs in relation to the body, but you're still doing a great job paying attention to like all of these. And it's always hard when you're looking at like man, I love these scientific drawings, but I always do cross-check them because I never really know for sure how accurate they are. But this one looks like the one that I just used, so I think it's great. But yeah, really good job like paying attention to how these muscles are connecting. I think that's going to be super helpful for like drawing those muscle definitions under the skin when you go to draw a horse, right? Like you can see where the shoulder would be pushing through on the body of the horse to kind of imply that shoulder shape, or where the lines on the neck would go, right? When you're drawing a horse, you don't just want to randomly put the lines on the neck. You want to draw them where the contour of the muscle would go. So this is great for that. Really nice job, Liren. Thank you so much for sharing it with us. I'm going to put a little flex. Not only is it a very muscular horse, but good workout. Good art gym workout, guys. Maybe on Monday we'll make some art gym stickers. That might be what we do Monday, is art gym stickers, emotes, and what am I saying? Sub-zoo doodles for sure. I love this reference, number one. This is great action. But Dali, this is such a pretty study. I love your mark making. What a lovely, just like the blues and the reds in there it just gives like just enough of a little bit of a push. I feel like white is one of those colors that's really hard to paint. But adding a little bit of I guess I should say value, but like adding a little bit of color to your white just really helps push it just that little bit more. I just really like your mark making in this. This looks fantastic. Lovely, lovely. Let's see. You're back. Oh, Liren, you're back just in time. You did a bunch of Spider-Man Sailor Moon drawings. Yep. See, and that's really common. I think most artists, honestly, like we're all kind of unintentionally doing style studies from a very young age. What the danger of that is it can develop into a schema. Like I know it took me a long time to break because I drew from like Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron for so long to like learn horse anatomy. It took me a long time and I still struggle to like break that schematic, like drawing the head of the horse in the shape, like that brow shape that they do. That very exaggerated brow shape. It looks very human because of the eyebrows. Like I still struggle sometimes not to include that because it's just something I trained myself on. I got to break that habit, so I have to be intentional about it. Yeah, it's hard to do a maze. Like I struggle with it too. And there is like once you get to a place where you don't have to draw in your style and you're able to do like studies like this, like what Dali's done here, where it's like obviously not really very stylized, but more paying attention to muscles and reality. Then I think branching into stylized studies and playing with your style, I think that's when you start to kind of be able to flip-flop between the two really seamlessly. I think that's when you start to really see a lot of progress on both your style and your understanding of what things really look like. I'm trying to work to that place too. So yeah, Dragon Ball Z for sure. It is tough not to want it. Exactly. Yeah. Style studies are important to be able to pull from inspiration without completely pulling it from. Yes, exactly. Yeah, it's hard. And this is where style studies come in. I think it's important to like backtrack and do the reality studies first and get really proficient at those and then start to do style studies. And then I think the stylistic studies actually do help, believe it or not, your realistic studies too. Some of you, I'm sure, believe this, but because you have to learn how to simplify and look for big shapes when you do a stylized study, it actually helps you to find those things faster and more naturally in your more realistic studies. So they do play off of each other, but I think they are two separate like skill sets maybe. Anyway. You were bullied into... Aw, I'm sorry, Dali. I'm glad you snuck in the DBZ fan art where you could. Favorite DBZ character, chat, go. Who's got it? Oh, and thank you for getting that shout out for Dali. I'm so sorry, but yeah, if you guys like this art, make sure that you follow Dali's AMT here in the chat. Really, really great artist. Has lots of good insights into the industry and just like cool stuff to say, so. Yeah, struggling with the legs for sure, Liren. Same. I'm right there with you. The hind legs on horses, man, I'm telling you. They are my bane. They are so complex. I've got to do another hind leg study. And here we have Rue coming in with an animated study. Powerhouse Rue over here. Rue likes to do this thing where she goes and finds YouTube videos of like animals or whatever the study topic is and then draws from those frames. And I think it's so cool because this is like, I feel like this is like the next best thing to actually having like a live model in front of you because you can see the muscles moving. With animation, you have to understand the locomotion of what's happening. And you have to understand the skeletal structure a bit to really get it in there accurately. I think this looks so good, Rue. Really nice turnaround, like semi-turnaround of a horse here. Thank you for getting that shout out for Rue. If you guys aren't following Angula Rue does animations like this on stream all the time. Did a whole bunch. I was actually just looking at your Dinovember animations from last November. But Rue did streaming in Dinovember and Doodle Away May and has done so many challenges and is doing like commissions that are animations. Go check out Rue's work. Great animator, great artist, just lovely person to hang out with here on Twitch. Very sweet. Definitely make sure you don't miss Rue. And this is super impressive, of course. That's the nice thing about white is you can just put it. That's true. You can put whatever you want on it. That's true. Exactly. Yeah, the colors made it really interesting. Yeah. I have mentioned schema. Yep, there's that schema counter. The DreamWorks eyebrows is so hard to get away from. Yeah, I'm behind. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Absolutely. Yeah. Krillin is your favorite? Great Saiyaman? What? You guys are killing me. Those are like the least commonly cited DBZ characters, and you guys are like, Krillin! Saiyaman! Amazing. Anyway, Piccolo here. For anyone who somehow doesn't know that lore, definitely Piccolo was my go-to. I was a big fan. I like the strong silent type for sure. But no, I actually really liked his character arc with Gohan in the Namek saga. But I'm not going to get into my DBZ nerd hat. We're going to take that off. I was a big DBZ nerd in middle school for sure. I still remember way too much information about that show. Piccolo's your fave. Heck yeah. Where's all the other, what do you mean? Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. No. Hold on. Okay. Amaze, you can take my nerd card for a lot of things. I absolutely refuse to take Guff on DBZ. I am a... Do I know who Great Saiyaman is? Did you see my outrage when you said that? I immediately knew. No, this is Nerd Rage Casey coming out. You cannot. No. Listen. If I had a bigger zoom to zoom in on my eye, I'd be like, listen, if there is one nerd card you will nobody will ever take from me, it is my stupid DBZ nerd card. I spent like 10 years of my life obsessed with that show. Yeah, I was just wondering. No. I see you doubting Thomas. See, that was me going Super Saiyan, yeah. Sorry. I just... Stop the chat. Amaze thinks I don't know who Great Saiyaman is. The amount of conversations I had about that character. Anyway. I just wanted to clear the record. Okay. Alright, sorry. Hey bots, welcome back. We're having a DBZ slash art gym conversation. You came out for that. Listen. I understand. That's the most assertive you've ever. I know. It's as assertive as you'll ever see me about anything, probably. Pretty much that, and like people treating others badly. Those are the two things. Like. Well, maybe Anne. Anyway, okay, let's move on. I'm now becoming insecure about how assertive I was. Let's move on. Let's move on. To Dracon. Boss fight for DBZ. Yeah. So Dracon, these look great. Thank you so much for sharing. This is a really tough pose right here. You really nailed this. This looks fantastic. Look at the foreshortening here. See, you pointed out, Ryu, and I'm like deflated instantly. I'm like, oh shoot, that was really assertive. Taking notes for us to talk about. Oh no. No, Cuppa Joe wants assertive Casey to come out. Oh jeez. That's scary. What if assertive Casey says the wrong thing and then the internet hates her? That's the fear. Or takes it the wrong way. I promise I wasn't actually bullying Amaze. I was trying to be funny because Amaze is always taking my nerd card because there's a lot of stuff I don't know. So I just work all the time. I don't have time to watch TV shows and stuff. Anyway, that's the context for that. For anyone who's just popping in, I promise I wasn't being, hopefully I didn't come off as a bully. Anyway, Dracon, these look great. Lovely anatomy. These especially, I almost feel like I can see the progression here, but like you really nailed the anatomy, especially on these two. I don't know if it's like the motion. I think maybe it looks like you almost got caught up in the movement of the pose. I don't know if you feel like this, but sometimes I feel like I struggle more with static poses than I do with poses in motion. Because then like when it's in motion or something's happening, I can focus more on that, and it kind of gets me out of my own head a little bit with like hyper focusing on stuff. Yeah, don't say Harvey Dent right now, okay? We've talked ad nauseum about Harvey Dent. Don't even say Harvey Dent. If you say Harvey Dent right now, Amaze. Okay. Let's see. I love the structure. Yeah, it looks really great. It looks really great. Drake, I don't know if you're still here. Sorry that we kind of derailed a little bit right before yours, but I appreciate you hanging out through it. What is the king of the horse underworld? Hades. Oh my gosh. Let's see. You might have had a binder in high school of DBZ fanfiction that your friends and you traded around. Listen, Pyro. I'm not gonna say I had that, but I'm not gonna say I didn't have that either. I'm also not gonna say I may or may have not gotten a friend in trouble from leaving a slightly sketchier fan fiction at their house one time. Anyway, moving on. Hey, yeah, don't bring up Harvey Dent. We're not talking about Harvey Dent. Listen, the writing was beautiful. I just skipped those parts. Miss Art Rules, this looks great. Thank you so much for sharing. Sorry, we're having like a little bit of a nerd out right now. Back to Lurk for partner. Thank you, Coffee Rocks. That's about as spicy as it's gonna get in here, you guys. Good morning. Hey, how's it going, Frozen Yak? Thank you. Seriously, everybody, I just want to say again, for anyone popping in right now, thank you so much for lurking and hanging out and helping with the push. I know that especially these streams this month. I feel so bad for my mods. I really do. I know I'm picking on Amaze a little bit, but I do appreciate all of my mods, and yeah, it just means a lot that you guys are hanging out, frankly. You appreciate their... Oh, that's good. That's good. But thanks so much, Yak, for being here, and Coffee, and everybody. Okay. You were the only one of your friends with their own personal computer, so you were in charge of printing out the fix. So I printed out fix, and I printed out... oh my gosh, did anyone else do this? In hindsight, so much wasted ink and paper. I'm so sorry, Mom. My mom watches these streams too, so Mom, I'm sorry, retroactively. I printed a lot of video game guides. like I found one the other day. It's literally this big. It's like half a ream of paper for like a Final Fantasy VIII guide or something. So like, and I had like pictures, and I didn't know how to get rid of the ads or anything, so like printed all the color squares that I didn't need, and oh my gosh, so much. Yeah, I feel ya. Did anyone else do that? That wasn't just me, right? Miss Art Rules, this is great. This is a lovely study here, especially of the anatomy. Great proportions. Honestly, you're doing a great job here with like measuring the distance between the head and the shoulders, the hips and the rib cage, paying close attention to like how the ribs are bending here and like what that overall shape is. This looks fantastic. Lovely. And then we have a watercolor study of a horse. Presumptively a horse image after doing the skeletal study. I can see you kind of trying to incorporate that rib shape there, really trying to look at your reference and apply the skeletal studies that you're looking at to the reference. So good job. Keep on keeping on. I think I may have accidentally skipped and done these in a different order, so I apologize. I just realized I did that. Oh, wait, no. This has been posted twice. Oh, because there's another one. Sorry, I'm just slow. Very cute little study over here. A little draft horse up in the corner. I love it. Looks great, Dracon. Really nice job finding the shapes in all of the anatomy there too. Okay, sorry guys. I am going to pay more attention. Was it... No. Friction. No, I wasn't that spicy. I was a good kid for the most part, I think. So no, it was not. But there was some Vegeta artist that did some very incredible... Now that you mention it, you've just unlocked a deep memory of fan art that I did not remember I had. I may or may not have to look that up at some point. But no, it was not. There were all the trunks were there. Purple hair and otherwise. We should get mom. No, my mom doesn't chat, thankfully. Oh, geez. Mom, you don't need to chat. It's fine if you're listening. But my mom is helping lurk for the partner push, so if you guys want to say hi to my mom. Let's see. Your little sister printed out every AIM conversation. Wow, that's a deep cut. Oh my gosh, I did so many... I'm not even going to get started with all the nerdy things I have to say about my childhood with DBZ. Just unlocked a memory of Real Player. I do remember that. Oh, and the DBZ AMVs. Do you guys know, like, a very high percentage of the music I have in this playlist is music that I discovered as a kid from AMVs of Dragon Ball Z, just so you know. Like, DBZ AMVs deeply influenced my music taste when I was a kid. And to this day. Hey, Nofi! It's good to see you. Thank you so much for lurking. I really, really appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Yeah. My mom does lurk, yeah. Yes. Future Chunks. I think I saw that AMV, Dolly. I think I know what you're talking about, yeah. I'm sure there was probably more than one, but... anyway, okay, let's keep going. We're going on with some more studies here. We have one from Rue. Rue makes in chat. Rue, these are great. Wow, really nice study here. Hey, Lemon Chicken. Thank you so much for that lurk. I really appreciate that. You're very kind to do that. You guys, we have really held these numbers today. This is really, really helpful. Thank you. I think this stream actually, it's stayed relatively high for most of the stream. Hopefully it really positively impacts the view average this month, even though it's not the highest view count we've had. It's been really consistent, so thank you so much. Rue, do you stream? I don't know if you stream or not. Oh, we got a shout out. Okay. Wait, how did that happen? Who did that shout? Oh, Amaze. I didn't see that. I was like, somebody gave a mystery shout out. I've actually seen that on streams, and I don't know how it happens. Like where a shout out happens, but you don't see anybody typing it. I really actually don't know how that works. You don't stream, but you want to. Well, if you ever do, we got your first shout out there. Candy Cane, thank you for the lurk, and thank you for the well wishes for partner. We'll see. We'll see. I haven't seen any signs from Twitch yet. According to Twitch, I still have only a 74 viewer average, but according to a different part of Twitch, I have an 80. So who knows? Oh, be quiet, Amaze. I did not yell about you and then forget you're here. I just didn't see it. Remember, we talked about my reading comprehension. Okay, listen. Okay, no. Wait a minute. This feels like a double standard. As often as you yell at me in all caps about nerd stuff that I don't know, the one time I stand up for myself, you're gonna play the victim card? No. I'm not taking it. I'm not taking it. Twitch is toying with me, Neil, if I agree. But Rue, seriously, these are great. I know you said that you're too shy to start, and I totally understand. It's intimidating. I do want to encourage anybody out there who is curious about getting into streaming and maybe doing an art stream. Just so you know, we do have a section. Hopefully everybody knows I'm just teasing Amaze. We've known each other for a long time. I promise I'm not. Hopefully I'm not coming off as being a bully. Yeah, if anyone goes to the Discord, the stream tips section is where you can find a lot of stuff pinned and a lot of articles and helpful videos about getting started with streaming. We actually have a lot of new streamers in our community. I'm not sure how that happened, but I super encourage artists especially to try streaming. The way I see it, nothing changes for you either way. If you're just sitting alone drawing either way, you may as well turn on the video, like the screen share, or put a little camera on your phone up or something. It doesn't take anything more than a phone to stream on Twitch. And another thing, which is what you're doing, you are hanging out with other people on other streams and in Discords, and the more people you get to know, that's really how Twitch moves forward. Like, it really is a community-based social media. It's not a shout into the void. If all you do is stream, but you never actually reach out to anybody or raid anybody or, like, shout anybody out, like, if you're not doing anything to connect yourself to the rest of the community, if you're not, participating in challenges like what you guys are doing here, like with the art gym, there's lots of streamers who do stuff like that. If you do that stuff, you're going to find friends, and you're going to find people who are, maybe they're streaming the same type of art as you, or maybe they're streaming, I don't know, maybe they have like a similar audience. Like maybe you guys draw fan art and like you want to find other fan artists, or you want to find character artists, or you want to find children's book illustrators like Anthony Wheeler Art. Welcome in, who also does an amazing draw along that you guys should join in. Welcome in, Anthony. It's good to have you. Thanks for helping out with the partner push. I don't know if you've heard, but I'm trying to push for partner. So thanks for being here. But no, you guys should seriously speak of the devil. Like talk about an artist that has a fantastic community here on Twitch. Get involved in some communities first and kind of get to know some people, and then start streaming. That would be my advice. Don't do what I did and just start streaming without knowing anybody, and then proceed to be terrified to get to know anybody for 6 years. That's not the best way to go. For those who don't know, I actually started streaming in 2017 or 18, somewhere around there. But I just didn't talk to anybody and just put my work out there and streamed into the void, and then got really discouraged and stopped. I think that's how a lot of artists do it. And so I just want to encourage anybody out there, especially in a time of AI where it's not really safe to share your art in a lot of spaces. I really do feel like Twitch not only has a really solid art community, but it's a great place to share your work and kind of meet people and build an audience. So, anyway, just my 2 cents. But we do have a stream tips section, and there's a lot of people. We have a stream share section too, so when you go live, feel free to post, whether you're an art streamer or something else. We would love to see a seg. Hey, Scully. I know I've been hanging out with Belint a lot, so I'm working on my segues. How much pushing do I have left? Well, it's day 3. It's day 3, and it's a little confusing. Not gonna lie, it's a little confusing because my analytics say that I'm at 80 viewer average. We started at 61 viewer average on Monday, so it's gone up quite a bit in 3 days. But my overview for the achievement is still saying this. It still says 74. So apparently, according to one of my mods, they only update this once every like possibly 72 hours. So maybe it's just delayed, but I don't know. My metrics right now say 80. So I don't know how far I have to go. I just was kind of hoping to get the partner application unlocked soon. But back to Rue. Rue makes, this is beautiful. 1, you did a great job with these studies. And I think that you would do well as an art streamer. If for no other reason, then just do it for accountability, I think is a great reason to stream too. But, you know, best case scenarios, you might meet some really cool people like I have. Like Anthony Wheeler Art is a children's book illustrator, a comic artist, awesome community leader here on Twitch that I would not have met otherwise if I had not started streaming. So I just want to encourage artists to get on Twitch. I think it's great.
That stuff gets delayed. Okay. Yeah, I didn't probably do enough research going into this, honestly, Anthony. So we'll see what happens. But I'm just really humbled that people are hanging out and rating it and stuff. So thank you, everybody. Blue Wolf, hey, Blue Wolf. I drew your subdoodle, I think. Wait, did I draw yours? Yes, I did. Let me know if you want to see it when we're done with Art Gym really fast. I need to hydrate also. I've been talking for a minute and I think I'm getting sick. Let's try and beat this ad really fast. We have one more study here from Dally. Dally, these look great. You do such good work, Dally. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm glad that you're still sharing your work with us, and hopefully you're getting your confidence back a little bit. But Dally has been streaming recently. We gave a shout out earlier, but make sure that you go follow Dally. Yeah, I don't know if it'll pop up, but please follow Dally. Yeah, thank you everybody for participating and for being here. We are big fans of Wheeler, yep. If you guys don't have I was just telling Anthony, I'll have to dig through my stack of doodles we did that night, Anthony. I'll try and find you a picture. But we used his Chaotic Draw Along card deck at game night the other night. I take it with me to all my game nights, actually. It's really helpful. It's very fun. If you're somebody who struggles with prompt ideas, he does this thing called the Chaotic Draw Along. He hosts it on Twitch. It's a lot of fun. I've participated a few times when I'm able to. Highly recommend getting involved if you aren't already. It's your first time watching. Oh, I'm glad that you enjoy the stream. Thank you. That really means a lot. Is it Priceless Palette? Oh, that's a cute name. I love that. And somebody followed. Oh, it was you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm on number 11 in the art category. Oh, gosh. That's wild. Well, thank you guys for participating. And Blue Wolf, if you'd like to see your subdoodle. So real quick, let me post my studies. I only got 2 done, so I don't know who predicted how many studies we would get done today. I got 1.5 because I kept erasing the hind legs. But let's go ahead. I'll screenshot this. This was the last time I did a horse study. This was back in November. Look how productive I was. What happened? I got pretty rambly today. But anyway, this was, I guess I technically did. If you add these hind legs down here to this horse study, it's totally 2 whole studies. So we're going to say it's 2 studies. I'm going to save. So if anybody voted that I would get 2 studies done today, congrats. I'm going to put this in the Discord. Again, if you are still working on a study, feel free to post your studies. It doesn't have to be horses, just anything from reference or observation. Put it in the art gym and we will look at it on the next art gym, which will be Monday. I have not decided what it's going to be yet because I'm still working on the schedule, but it will definitely be something. There we go. So anything below mine is what we will look at next week. And again, if anybody wants to join the Discord and you're looking for all this stuff, we have the Stream Pings channel if you want to get alerts when I'm live. Channels and roles, you can actually self-assign roles by clicking this and answering some of these, basically. So really it's these down here. You can get notifications for when I'm live or tell everybody you're a streamer, or like some of these are silly. But I highly recommend if you want to stay on top of like some of the push announcements, I will be using the announcements ping, so make sure you click this one. If you want the announcements role, you can unclick it at any time, and you'll get an announcement when I post something in here, only if I use the announcements tag, which is normally what I do. I don't usually use everyone. But anyway, thank you guys for helping me push for partner today. Again, this is why I'm doing it, is so I can be on the front page of Twitch. For Save the Vaquita Day. I wasn't really going to push for partner, but this is coming up in the fall, and if I want to be on the front page in time for it, I have to be partnered by this summer. So thank you guys for helping. The vaquita is a highly endangered porpoise. I really appreciate it. Oh, thank you for snoozing the ad. Somebody just got that. I appreciate that. Yeah, they're so good, right? Yeah, Dally is great, Yogurt. Everybody go follow Dally. Anthony says, when I qualified for partner years ago, I had to hold 75 average for 30 days. Yep. I unlocked it, applied, didn't get a response for 6 weeks, then got a form letter with rejection. Yeah, that's what still happens. I hear that from a lot of people, Anthony. Maintained everything for a year, but didn't bother reapplying? That is strange. Yeah, so I've heard that a lot of people get denied on the first shot after a month. So I'm just kind of anticipating it taking 2 months, because I think they want to see that you can hold those numbers for longer than a month, even though it says you can qualify after a month. It's very confusing. I need to talk to some of my friends who've recently gotten partnered and see what they're doing now. But thank you for the advice. Yeah, I'm just kind of anticipating it taking a while. But I do appreciate everybody hanging out. And the one thing that has changed that is different than it used to be is, for those who don't know, raids actually count for views now. So I think it's actually maybe a little easier to hold those numbers. I think they've decided that raids are an indicator of community. And so the whole point of partner is that this is a community person that's like doing community stuff on Twitch and is kind of like invested. So if anybody raids this month, just know that it does help, and you don't have to do the double click the icon thing. Although, if you want to do that just to be safe, I'm not going to be mad because I appreciate the effort. But anyway, this is why I'm trying to apply for partners. So thank you to everybody for helping me. Try and make that happen. It means a whole lot. Let me catch up on chat really fast. Oh, and then Blue Wolf, if you're still here, here is your subdoodle. So for those who don't know, I'm doing this thing called Kaijun. I did subdoodles last month just as a way to say thank you. They're really silly little, just like little doodles of animals. There's me, the zookeeper. We're calling it the sub-zoo. I don't know. It's just what I called it. But it kind of got out of hand. And it's gotten out of hand this month. I have so many that I need to do. So I'll be doing these, if not tonight, after the Sea Slug stream. I'll be doing it on Monday. So we'll just kind of see how the stream goes this afternoon. But basically, if you sub this month, you can get added. We're doing a Kaijun theme because it's Kaijun, for those who don't know. So we're doing like a big monster theme if you guys want to participate. But you certainly don't have to. I just wanted to show Blue Wolf. I did your Kaiju right there. So I don't know if you're here, but there it is. So thank you again for the sub and for joining the sub zoo. Okay, let's see what we're up to here. I'm going to try and beat this ad out of here. So thank you guys for hanging out today. And thank you to everybody showing up in the credits. You have no scientific fun facts today, Kev. Oh, well, that's okay. I appreciate you being here anyway. Thank you, Lee Trace. Thank you, Pyro. Thank you, Dally. Thank you, everybody. Neil, everybody for being here. I appreciate that. That's true. Kev wants me to remind you all that I said, and there's a quote of this on stream, that if we save the Vaquita, I will shave my head and give you a 24-hour Elden Ring stream. Now, I did have the caveat of saving the Vaquita, meaning we get their numbers back up to 100 in my lifetime. And just for reference, there's fewer than 20 of them right now. So if you really want that to happen, please help me get partner. Please help me put that on the page. Help me just spread the word, honestly. Like, just go tell somebody about the Vaquita. I think awareness is the biggest hurdle for so many endangered species. Raids count. Yeah, it's super helpful that raids count now. Yeah. So anyway, but yes, I did say that, Kev. Thank you for the reminder. But thank you to the raids today, Jinji and Shamatada. Thank you so much. Those helped so much. And thank you so much to the people who stuck around from those raids. Thank you for the new follows. I know everybody probably already read these, but thank you to all the names in chat. Thank you to the patrons. You guys also helped me so much. Some of these names have been patrons since before I even started streaming, and I just really appreciate the support. Yeah, thank you everybody for being here, and everybody follow everybody. There's so many awesome streamers in chat right now. I'm really humbled, so thank you. We're gonna be back at 4 p.m. So if you want to come back for the afternoon push, it is a longer stream, but I'm sticking to my schedule just for the sake of clarity. So it's gonna be from 4 p.m. to about 7:30, and it just kind of depends on what the numbers look like if we go longer than that. So I'm trying to keep an eye on those things. But let's move out and head off to somebody else doing some art here on Twitch, and hopefully somebody doing something that's at least work safe on screen. It's true, honestly, Sloppy. I may have already lost all of my hair by the time, but if that motivates somebody to want to save the Vaquita is just seeing me bald, that's fine. I don't care. My hair's annoying anyway. Let's go say hi to somebody else doing some art here on Twitch. Who do we have? Oh my gosh, there's so many people right now. Ooh, here's someone we haven't rated in a while. We're trying to beat this ad. If somebody could keep an eye on that for me and snooze it. Oh, there's so many people to go say hi to. Let's go. Man, there's so many people. Okay, let's actually go say hi to somebody that I don't think we've been able to raid in a while. Let me check. Actually, they might be ending soon. Okay, we have not raided. I don't think they're leaving. Are they leaving? I don't know how long Melimini streams, but Melimini has been such a great supporter, and I would love to go see what Melimini's up to. She's actually working on this really, really pretty flower scene. So let's go say hi to Melimini. I don't think we've been able to raid Melimini in a while. Thank you, Pyro. I need to make those commands for a raid. I don't actually have a raid command. I need to get one. It kind of bothers you when someone you like doesn't realize how kind they are. Yeah, well, I'm not sure if you're implying something, but yes, I think. But no, thank you guys for being here. We're going to go say hi to, hey, Cat Snack. It's okay. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for popping in. I did see you say hi. We are raiding out, but I'll be back at 4 p.m., guys. So if you want to come back for the afternoon stream, Please stick out through the raid, too. It's always fun to send some raid love in someone's way. It's a partner push cheeseling raid. Yeah, welcome into the cheeselings. Casey's Cheeselings for National Cheese Day. That's right. So here's the raid call for today. Thank you, Pyro, for writing that up. I really appreciate that. And if you don't have my my sub for those cheese emotes, just there's a stinky cheese emote I think on Twitch you can use instead. There it is, right there. Liren's got it. Thank you, Liren. Copy that one from Liren too. I think Pyro posted that as well. But yeah, thank you all for being here. I really hope you have a good rest of your day, and maybe I'll see you back at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. That's 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. Sorry, time zones are hard, I know. Here's all my socials if you need them. I'm sure my mods already posted that, but we'll do that one more time, and I'll see you over at Neela's, okay? All right, bye!